Wow. Hi, everyone. There, I turned out that overhead lights. Terrible. Give me shadows. How are you guys? Ashley, hi. How are you? I can't even describe what's going on in the house. We've had some stuff going on with the water. You know what that means? That means some emotional bullshit, y'all. Hi. I know I'm doing early because I'm going to a baby shower. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to a baby shower. Yeah, y'all. Yay. Another baby coming into the world. Although I should say to them, turn around, make a U-turn. Make a U-turn, y'all. I know. I was just talking to Michael Date. I'm so aggravated. But first of all, what I wanted to say is hi, y'all. I couldn't figure out why I had shadows under my eyes, and I realized these fucked up lights above my head. But yeah, no, it's very interesting. I'm going to say this again publicly. I'm entitled, like you're entitled, like everybody's fucking entitled to an opinion from their observation and their God-given intellect. That's what I'm going to fucking say. So if somebody's going to come after me for speaking what I believe to be true, then they're going to have to fucking attack my religion, I guess, or spirituality, because I believe sometimes what I'm hearing is information from spiritual centers and God source, Christ consciousness, whatever. So I'm not going to back down on what I say. And you can come for me if you want. I fucking welcome it. Come to my front door, knock on the fucking front door, and do something, bitches. Okay, so what am I talking about? So many things. The energy is really crazy right now. Hit that button like it's John. Oh my God. Him this morning. Fuck him too. The shit I had to listen to, I was like, like, what? Anyway, he just was like, I can't even. But when they mock sobriety, you know they're a bunch of addicts. That's all I'm going to say. Like, don't fucking mock me for being sober. And don't fucking try to put it on me because I'm sober that it's a bad thing. Yeah, no. I like saying I'm sober because I want everybody to be sober because that's how you get in your power. You can see shit. The energy in Toronto is evil. I know I left Toronto for that reason. That's why I left Toronto. I was like, oh, but I love Canada. It's really beautiful. But Toronto it's very satanic. It's very satanic in Toronto. So, yeah, cheesecake. Then I'll have to run. Go back to the Grand Canyon. I know that's Keithy coming out there. No, it's so ridiculous right now, the energy. I haven't been, hi, Ashley, how are you? I have not heard people talk to me the way that they've talked to me in the past couple of months. I'm just like, do you fucking say, you want your ass kicked? You want your ass kicked because I'm coming for you. I mean, oh my God. No, they're so stupid. I literally got yelled at by John and another member of my family for being sober and almost 60. Yeah. Oh, you're 60 and you're sober. Bitch, I'm 55. And yeah, I'm sober. But is there a problem with that? Apparently there is. I'm sorry, this thing is going crazy again. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like, who brags about being high? Yeah, I'm going out and I've just been busy. I know. They're like, you're 60 and you're sober. And if I am 60, I can't help it. Like, neither can you. Growing, right? Oh my God. Baby, no, this is coming out of the mouth of, I was just like, fuck off. Like this. So yeah, so then I call John and I tell him what was said to me in a conversation about a car. Had nothing to do with anything sober. No one was asking that. And John's like, well, we can't all be perfect like you. And I'm like, is that how you respond to that fucking question, you stupid person? Oh my God, whatever. Anyway, so stupid. I can't even. But oh no, in our family of drug addicts, it's a huge problem. The drug addicts in our family despise, drinking is gross. And then I get the lecture on, why are you always talking about drinking? Why? I'm sick of hearing it. You know why? No, John's going to die before he goes to a retirement home. I mean, I'm not killing him. I'm just saying, I don't think he's physically fine. He doesn't need to go to a retirement home. No, drinking is gross and it destroys your brain. But that's part of what's going on right now. Oh no, in divorce court, I had to hear that lecture yesterday. I'm mimicking him now. You know, when you say shit to me, I'll say it out loud. I'm like a fucking open book. Here's this. No, there's no readings open. I have no energy for readings. I'm psychotic myself. Here's this. And as for the divorce, you did nothing. You did nothing for 30 years. Really? All you did was sleep? All you did was take pills? This is what I'm being told. I did take fen-phen after I had Keith. That's what I was told. I did. I took it from when Keith was 8.5 months, when I stopped breastfeeding with him, and for a couple of months. So like 4 or 5 months to lose the 100 pounds that I had gained pregnant. So yes, I did, and it was legal. So like, if you want to bark up my ass for that, then so be it. Just like, whatever. Anyway, we're also talking Keith would be turning 27. So we're literally talking 26 years ago. So I know, right? Fen-phen. I know. I didn't take the downer, just the upper. And then I get told, maybe the LSD made you crazy. Yes, it did, John. It made me crazy. It did. The LSD I did from 12 to 20. Made me fucking crazy, buddy. I mean, yeah, whatever. Anyway, I was like, fuck off. Fuck off. Anyway, I know Keith is watching. Yeah, well, Keith probably did. I know Keith did LSD too. But anyway, apparently it just made me crazy. And I know 40 years later. Oh my God. And then, yes, well, it did. Barbara, how are you? It did do heart damage, but here I go talking about fen-phen. The fen-phen and Pondiment, whatever it was, the fen-phen, the downer part I never took. It was a speedballing. It was the speedballing that caused the problem. I never took the downer. I was too excited to have, under a year-old child and a 3.5-year-old child and be able to fold the laundry, not sleep, not eat sugar, and start losing 50 pounds. But here's the thing. I lost 50 pounds. I think I weighed after I gave birth to Keith. I don't know why I'm on this tangent. It could have damaged my brain. Could have. Yeah, okay, Brandy, you abused your children. Oh my God, you should hear. Oh, I can't even. I got such a ration of shit. I took it too to try to lose weight. Yeah, 50, but here's the problem. I dropped 50 pounds in like 2 months. Don't ever do that because your skin is never the same. It's never the same. So that was my problem. And they had to pry the fen-phen out of my cold, almost dead hands because I'm like, now I'm going to have to sleep. And I was like, I can't get everything done. So that was that problem. I didn't want to stop doing it. I'm being honest. I was able to stay awake and perform the way that they try to tell you in society that you're supposed to perform. Then, Ashley, you know what I'm talking about. Then, oh, this I got on the trip. Yeah, this is a little heart. Lila didn't want it. So I kept it. I brought it back for Lila. I asked her if she wanted it. She didn't, but I'll keep it for her. But anyway, then I got told, all you did for 30 years was nothing. I babysat the kids. You slept. And I love this quote, got plastic surgery. Now, I'm going to talk about this again. My fucking breasts, I got plastic surgery. My boobs, okay? My fucking breasts. Never my face. No Botox, no fillers. This is my face. If I turn that ugly overhead light on, you're going to see the age in my face. But this is my face. Never touched it. So for all of y'all that say shit like that, but I had to hear about all the plastic surgery I had and the pill taking and the fact I slept. I never did a fucking thing in 30 years, according to him, ever. I heard that yesterday. This is what I fucking heard yesterday. This is what I heard. Meanwhile, back in the ghetto, certain people who make those comments, their family members have had 70 times more plastic surgery, married for money, and fucking do drugs all the time. But no. Oh my God. He says that. That's what he says. And he goes, I babysat the kids. I love this one. I did more housework than you ever did. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. No. That's not true. At certain times he's done housework, but come on. Anyhow, so I know, right? And then he says, you need help. I'm like, I'm going to give you help. I'm going to give you motherfucking help. I'm getting in my car. I'm going down the street and I'm going to give you fucking help. And then his favorite thing. Oh, I wasn't hanging out with him. I actually was calling about something to do with someone else in the family. And then he said, this was his favorite quote. I can't help it. I warned him. I said, if you fucking talk to me, I'm going to go live with it, bitch. Anyway, so his favorite quote, most men don't know exactly what housework is. No, I just was down there and I saw the mess that it is. He needs to fucking hire someone. Anyway, when I met him, he had his mother living in the back of his house because she would watch his kids because he got a divorce and decided to hang out in the strip clubs. Reality check, and had a mistress. All of that aside, I didn't see the red flags there. It's what happens when you marry a man you meet in the strip clubs. But I'm not supposed to say that because it's supposed to be fucking shameful. Anyway, long story short, he used to say to me, because I didn't want to live with his mother. I mean, we lived with her for 12 years. And all he had to do was move her out. Like, he could pay for her rent somewhere else. But he used to say to me, and I quote, my mother was here before you. You need to fucking leave. Yeah. So I told him, you should have fucked your mother. Like, that's who you should have got your blowjobs from. I'm sorry, that's rude. But truthfully. So again, we had to hear about that today. We had to fucking hear about that. About how, 12 years. I am so hyper. Well, because clearly I'm on drugs, Jamie. Don't you know? I'm on fucking drugs. I'm not hyper. It's the daytime. Anyhow, he must be very wealthy. No, he's not wealthy. He's not wealthy. But yeah, so he used to tell me, don't let the door hit you on the way out. Bitch, after 33 years, the door didn't hit me on the way out. That's right. Anyhow. Yeah, your brother. No, that's a conversation. And then I'm fucking talking to Michael on here to add insult to injury. He's not the injury. He sends me a screenshot of, I know, tell John to change the record. I just was like, and then he's like, I don't want to hear about how you're sober. I'm not the one that brought it up. I just asked if the car was in the garage because the car is in my name and the insurance is paid by me. I just want to know if you fuckers took the car to the fucking garage to get it the fuck fixed. Like, I'm just asking. And then I got called a 60-year-old sober person, like, by another family member. Anyway, yeah, no, I have to stop talking to him, but he's a see you next Tuesday. Anyway, then I'm talking to Michael, and he sends me a screenshot from somebody I know, acquainted with online, and somebody else I don't know, okay, not acquainted with, who wants me to go on their show, and they are trying to actually blame Michael for killing Keith, okay? They're fucking saying that. So here's what I'm going to say. And then I had another phone call on Monday or Tuesday. In our family, it's a problem. Being sober is looked upon as like being a skanky whore on the street with dirty toes, okay? Because our family doesn't like sobriety because the sober people are the truth tellers and they say it to your fucking face. Like I'm saying it right here. Yeah, that's what he does. But anyway, yeah, they don't like it. They don't like it. And let me just say also, I got screamed at by a male friend of mine earlier who basically screamed at me and said, you don't need anybody. You don't need anything from it. Yes, that's right. I don't. That's correct. And then I had somebody say, no wonder you can't deal with a man because you're too masculine. Okay. So I'm so confused. Anyhow, no, they're blaming Michael for that. I don't know. I checked with the person they said told them that it was that. I'm actually checking Alessandro online. So I'm waiting for him to reply because I want to ask him if he fucking actually said that. And I can't, Michael, I haven't listened to your last messages. Anyway, what I wanted to say, yeah, so he saw it. So I put, let me know if you got a minute. I'm just going to ask him, did you accuse Michael Dade of murdering my son. I actually, that's what they said. So that's fucking weird, okay? Like, that's fucking weird. Um, that's weird. But this guy, this other YouTuber, yeah, we don't care. This other YouTuber put on there, wanted me to go on their show. So let me back it up. When I went to the Grand Canyon for the 4th fucking time, okay, I got sober at 20 because of my work. I got sober. And truthfully, I looked in the mirror at my ass and I thought about what that's going to do for 40 years of drinking. So I'm a Leo. I want to look good. So I started really taking care of myself. I had 3 years from like maybe, yes, that guy, Betty. Anyway, I don't know him. And I'm not going to retract anything I've said, and I don't care, but here's what I'm going to say. I went to the Grand Canyon, okay? I spent, let's see, in 6 weeks, I don't know, I spent like 2 weeks there, back and forth, running across, right? Well, running side to side, and then they opened the North Rim, and I ran across, right? I like my sober friends. They don't ask me to share drugs. Oh, yeah. See? Michael Dade on here, Jamie, Michael Dade. But here's the thing, that website, that YouTube channel, when I came back from Arizona, okay, so I went and looked at the bridge. I think it's in Belmont or Bellevue, I forget. Whichever part, Belmont, it's probably. You go from the Grand Canyon, you go down that road, okay, which is Tucson. You go down there, you hit Williams, which is where the train is, right? But you go left to, whatever I just said the name of it is, Belmont, whatever, Bellevue, whatever that city is. You go left. So you're going like 45 miles from the Grand Canyon, possibly 60, and you're fucking, we are upset and sad. My daughter's boyfriend. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Stacy, Jesus. Oh my God. I'm yeah, Belmont. Thank you, Belmont. I'm so sorry, Stacy. Of course, don't be upset, be sad, and pray for him. I don't even know what to say. I know they don't like it when they do it. Yes, you must. Exactly. Yes, exactly. No, I went there. I did all of that. I ran across the Grand Canyon. Like, I literally dropped Keith's ashes and did that. Anyway, I went and I looked at where the bridge that Isaac Cappy, and I'm going to use the word allegedly, jumped off of. Okay? Now, I was in the car. I was driving. I drove there. Me coming from Williamson or whatever the name of Williams, coming from there, I'm like pointing, I'm going front. The truck stops on my left as you come to the bridge. The Navajo government reservation, whatever it is on the right. We could not stop on the bridge. The only thing I could think about is if he was actually dead, and I'm entitled to my fucking opinion. Okay, YouTuber pricks, I'm entitled to my fucking opinion. So here's the thing. When I came up on that bridge, you can't stop. There was a guard on the bridge, right? Williams out of Flagstaff. Well, that's different. You can come the freeway, but from the Grand Canyon, you can go down it's from the campground that Tracy Twyman and Cappy were at, I guess, when the Russian guy tried to attack them. There's like a Highway 89 or 189, I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, it's literally 20 miles outside of the Grand Canyon, and you just turn left. It says Flagstaff. That's on Indian land, and that's in the Coconino whatever road, Coconino Forest. So I drove that. It's 80 miles, 179 and 89. Thank you. I'm like, me and this, I was like, where am I going all over there? Anyway, I drove that. So I know that that's like an offshoot because you can come off the freeways in Flagstaff and come back to the campground. Now, I described this on my video. My mistake was saying that Tracy hung herself in the campground, okay? But it wasn't that. She hung herself in her own house garage for some fucking reason so her child could find her, which is not true, okay? And I'm entitled to my opinion. I simply said that on there. And here's what happened this week after I said this. So I went to the Grand Canyon April 22nd. Like, I came back again on April 30th. So I went twice, and then I went twice in May, like May 4th and May Mother's Day, right in there, right? Boom, 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 4 times. So when I did whatever live I did about the Grand Canyon, and I mentioned that I don't believe Cappy just jumped off that very low bridge. If he's dead, I'm thinking more somebody threw him out on the road so somebody could run over him. And now that I know his phone hit the cement and it wasn't shattered, I don't even know what to say about that. I don't even know what to say about that. All of that aside, okay, it's all conjecture. It's all this and that. I received a phone call. That's all I said on my thing is I don't believe that either one of those people voluntarily took themselves off of planet Earth. I don't believe it. And here's another thing. If you're going to question me, did somebody say their son just died? Who just said this? Oh no, Ellen, what happened? I'm so sorry. Oh, Ellen. I can't. What happened, Ellen? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for the boyfriend. I'm sorry for your son. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. I can't. I mean, I can. I will pray for you. Tracy Twyman. Now, here's how I know anything about Tracy Twyman. And forgive me for this because she is a public figure. She is a public figure. So people in the public, including myself, people can speak about. So I was doing a show out of Portland or Seattle, I can't remember, called Ground Zero. I was doing this show, right? I got asked to be a guest. They asked me to talk about Satanic Hollywood. They asked me to talk about Cappy. They asked me to talk about Tracy. She had just died. I was on the show. I said, I don't believe she did it herself. So this Tuesday, I get a call from that radio show, from a producer and somebody on the radio show. Apparently, we're all being sued. Of course, here's the thing. I haven't been served anything, so whatever. That's all verbiage, and it's all nonsense. So now, because I mentioned that, or whatever, I'm being sued. Now, here's what I know about Tracy. Secondhand, allegedly, from people that she worked with. She was afraid somebody was going to kill her. She said that. So, like, that's not me saying that. That's being told to me. Many people recorded that. Whatever. Okay, so whatever. I'm entitled to my opinion. It's not harming you if I have an opinion about it. I don't feel they took themselves off of this planet of their own volition. I do not feel that they took themselves off this planet of their own volition. I'm going to say it again. I do not feel Isaac Cappy or Tracy Twyman chose to remove themselves from planet Earth. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that. I'm going to say that. I'm also going to say this because I was right there when it happened. Not when it happened. I was hiking with John, taking pictures down here in the canyon, past Keys Park, when the guy from Glee supposedly chose a rope in a tree to off himself on his way to court against Charlie Sheen. Yeah, I don't believe that he chose to do that either. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. I don't believe it. So you're going to sue me for that? You're going to have to talk to my guides and God because that's the information I get. And I'm allowed to do that and say that. If the Catholic Church is allowed to say that, I'm allowed to say it. If whoever the YouTuber is on here is allowed to say what he wants to say, I'm allowed to say what I want to say. I'm allowed to say. So psychics are real then? I don't know, Kim. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to say. No, not every psychic is real. No, they're not all real. Oh, and that's another fucking thing. So I get a phone call. First of all, this person on YouTube, people are emailing me. He's accusing Michael Dade of murdering my son. I'm positive Michael Dade didn't murder my son. We have witnesses. I have a private investigator. So I fucking know what I know. And we know what we know. Okay, that's Bobby. So Blue Moon Investigations generously helped out the whole thing. So we kind of have the picture of what happened to Keith. Here's how somebody can kill somebody, even if they haven't met them, if you want to know, energetically, which comes more into the occult. They can mind control people to just step out on a sidewalk to obstruct someone's view. They can do whatever. But I literally saw that shit from Michael. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And they're saying that somebody I know on here, which, oh my God, and this thing's been recording the whole thing. Oh no, 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 no. Select all and delete, cut. It was recording. Anyway, I just asked online because this YouTube site mentions Total Disclosure, which is Alessandro, which is Louder Than Love One, mentions him as being the source, saying that Michael murdered my son. That's what they say on YouTube. So I'm checking with him. He's seen my message, but has not replied. So I literally want to know that. Like, hey, dude, if you think that way, tell me that. But like, fuck you. I want to know. I don't know that he said that, but people don't like it. I'm going to say again, Isaac Cappy, Tracy Twyman, it is my belief that they did not choose to remove themselves voluntarily of their own volition from planet Earth. And I'm going to say that again. And I'm going on private conversations from people who told me that Tracy was afraid that somebody was going to kill her. Those are her words. Those have also been published in print. Okay? I was threatened with my life. Michael Dade was threatened with his life. My son died after I was threatened for several years, since I did the first video about Chris Cornell. So like, people can threaten. In the satanic community, they can use energies and they can entity jump into people's bodies to make people do things like get in a car and drive straight into the picnic bench, right? They can get people to do that. In the 3D world, we don't know that because we're all taught 9 to 5, money, this and that. We don't know that. But I'm going to say it again. Isaac Cappy and Tracy Twyman, if it's true that they're actually dead, did not choose of their own volition to remove themselves from this hellhole known as the third dimension, known as planet fucking Earth, okay? So all I was saying, yeah, I know Keith knows what happened. All I was saying is when I went to Arizona and I saw the bridge. Now, keep in mind, you're 40 to 50 to 60 miles. Don't quote me on specific mileage because I forget. But here's the thing. If you're that close to the Grand Canyon, I don't know, and you're Isaac Cappy and you're a fucking bad bitch outing Spielberg and Hanks and all of these people, if you're actually that guy, why are you not jumping off the Grand Canyon? I'm serious. I mean, if I'm going to off myself, the Grand Canyon is where I'm going to take a flying leap, which then leads me into another story. There were people paragliding off the Grand Canyon like this, right? Oh, that's great. Yeah, there were people, good, get ready, Michelle, get ready. There were people paragliding off the Grand Canyon, which was like, what? Some guys just making a run for it and jumping off the Grand Canyon. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I have to grab this. Hold on. Hello? Sorry, yes. What? Is there someone here?
No, sorry, I'm calling, but I have to keep you posted.
Okay. Yes. Yes, I can.
I've been calling about
Okay. Burst. That's what I said. Yeah. So when. Okay. Oh, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 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 Yeah, probably not, but I'll just, yeah, I'll have to wash with the bottled water or whatever. Um, yeah. Okay, I've got to run. Can I call you back? Can I call? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know. Okay, bye. Thanks, bye. Okay, you guys. Sorry. 30 minutes later. So we have water busted all under the house. So there's no water. So there you go. Was she getting ready? She's getting ready to take a nap. I'm sorry. I missed my appointment. Oh, I'll just send your money back. I don't know, Alice. There's like everybody, did I miss your appointment or did you miss your appointment? I don't know. If you missed your appointment, there's a fee. If I rescheduled, whatever. Like, people always ask me if you're emailing me or however it is. If I rescheduled, I'll just send it back. If you missed your appointment, then there's a rescheduling fee. I have to tell people that because people don't take their appointments seriously. They block the time and they do that. Is Alice a troll? No, she might not be a troll. She might not be is a skeezer. Why? She might not be a. Oh, thank God Alice can chill now. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't want your fucking money. I'm sorry. I keep telling people this. They always think that we're scammers. I don't want it. I don't fucking need it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I need to pay my bills, but I've never stolen yet. I have no record as stealing, so I'm not going to steal you. I don't read my emails because I'm not home. I'm home 2 days a week, and then I'm gone. So, oh, has she? Yeah. Oh, is she the one that keeps saying she wants it? So whatever. I just don't, whatever. Right. She's been so persistent. I maybe she emailed me. I don't fucking know. I don't read them until I get back in, and I'm not in till Monday to look at my emails. So I'm not in, I'm not in at that point. But anyway, getting back to it. When I went to the Grand Canyon, I checked these places out. Now the campground, which is just probably 50 feet before when you take Highway 189 or 8, whatever it is, take the highway to Flight, and it's not even a highway. Yeah, I have a lot of more people on my Instagram. I've had so many people trying to copy me. You know what I'm going to do? I'm literally going to open everything public. So just know this. This is my public service announcement. Public service announcement, okay? Here's my public service announcement. My announcement is I will never DM you, okay? Never, unless I know you and I'm talking to you. Meaning literally, okay? Yeah, I didn't think Alice was a troll. Yeah, no, no one knows how to reach me because I can't spend my time reading emails because there's too many. That's the actual truth. I literally can't do it. So yes, no, there's portals opening right now. That's why they did the court decision too. But here's the thing. On TikTok, people are stealing my videos. So my name and image is copywritten so that we're fucking aware of that. So I have to find a lawyer. So I need a fucking lawyer. I need a lawyer to come after it. I cannot get Instagram to take down some of the fake people. Thank you for that. Thank you. Yes, Tom Hanks would be, I can't get them. Facebook deleted my main page. They just disengaged it, deleted it, whatever. And they basically said, no, nobody's moderating on here. I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing that. I don't need anyone moderating. I'm doing everything myself until I quit. And when I quit, and I do have another project coming. So I am going into another profession. But because I just don't want to deal with all of this anymore. But anyway, my point is none of those people that are messaging you, talking about your ancestors and my dear, I get a vision. I don't talk that way. I don't fucking talk that way. I'm never going to email you. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, the lawyers, whatever, they're that here too. I don't care. I will never email you. I will never do that stuff. Read what Richard wrote you. Who's Richard? I don't know who Richard is. Which Richard? I hate fake psychics who DM me. Psychics, people I know, we don't. Hi, Jana. We don't DM people. I mean, I'll DM my friends to talk shit about our personal lives, but we don't DM people. Like, I'm not looking for a reading. Literally, since I'm 17, I've been reading people. I have clients. I have many, many clients. I only work to pay bills, not to get ahead, not to save for my future. Literally, if I need rent money, I will work. The rest of the time, I'm going to play because I'm a psychic. We're not supposed to be, you know, like little worker bees. When I work, I work. No, they won't DM you. Hi, Astral Assassin. Oh my God, Sophia, how are you? You got probably kicked off of TikTok too. They're scamming my site. I haven't seen you on TikTok for a while. So it's just ridiculous. Okay, the Wade thing in court, I can't even say the ROE versus whatever that is. I can't, that whole thing. First of all, I'm going to say this again. I don't listen to the government. There's many doctors that will do whatever they got to do whatever they got to do, okay? I heard this from my mother-in-law. She would be well over 100 now. She told me when she was a teenager, she walked with people she knew to places where they were taken care of by doctors. Hold on, you guys. Someone is at my door. Hold on. Let me just, I have to get it. We have flooding, so hold on. Hi, are you the plumber?
No,
Oh,
plumber is not here today.
okay,
I call him, it's easy.
okay.
Can you check the water still coming?
If it's turned off?
Yeah, it's shut.
It's off, yeah.
Where is the damage?
It's coming up through here. It's in her house, the damage.
I hear nothing.
No, it's coming, there's damage here, and it's coming up through the shower, but her floor is damaged.
Yeah, I guess the main water.
It's probably a pipe that's blocked,
Yeah.
so it needs roto-rooting or fixing, right?
I turn off the water whenever you need. Just open from there and then shut off.
Which one? Sorry, I have to get back on. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. You too, thanks so much. Oh my God, y'all. I had to talk to him. The plumber's not here. I'm so sorry. Like, we're having water garbage. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I just don't have time. I want to do some more dead celebrities. The next one is on Steiner. He's not a celebrity, but he's the kid that was kidnapped out of California in, I want to say 1974. When was he kidnapped? Yeah, 1972. I want to do the story on him. So that, no, she's out here. She's here. She didn't get out. She's here. And I don't care if she's out in the front yard. She's fine. So I want to do Steiner. That's the next one. But I literally can't sit still because why? No, he wasn't even the plumber. He's probably a family friend and, you know, whatever. Did you hear about the... Yeah, I heard about the pallet of bricks. But anyway, here's the problem I'm having. I'm having a huge problem that I'm getting called that I'm being sued by the radio station. I mean, not by the radio station. People at the radio station are calling me saying I'm going to be sued. I'm having a problem with the fact that I can't say what I observed on a freeway when I went to Arizona. And I'm having a problem with all of these people supposedly wanting to off themselves. As for the Wade thing in court, I'm not going to say the whole name because I'll get shut down and that's what will happen. Anyway, as for that, here's what I'm going to say, okay? Here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that a lot of what's going on is going to be left to the individual states, okay? So I guess if you're in California, you can do what you want. I guess if you're in Texas, it's a no-go. So people are going to, here's what I would suggest. I don't think we need government involved in anybody's body. So I think actually what should happen is doctors should choose what kind of surgeries they want to do. Like if they want to do fucking boob jobs, do boob jobs. If they want to do, you know, eyelash extensions, that's not a surgery. If they want to fix women's reproductive, do women's reproductive. I think it should be up to the doctor as long as they're licensed. It's up to them. I shouldn't be forced. I'm not going to be forced to do readings I don't want to do. I'm not going to be, no, we'll see, but poverty, people can't move. In poverty, if you're a teenager, you can't move. I will tell you, as a teenager, I was very, very, no, I'm not stopping the channel. I'm not stopping the channel. As a teenager, I was very, very resourceful. So I would have hitchhiked to go do that if I felt like doing that. Okay. And I'm telling you that. In fact, I know I would do that. I also feel the service is extremely important for married women, not just if your father rapes you and you get, preggers, or if your date, whatever, and that happens. Married women need the service too, because sometimes they're caught in a marriage with a fucking cocksucker and they can't get out of it, and he won't wear protection and they can't take birth control. Sometimes that shit happens. So sometimes they just refuse and they scream at you and they're like, I'm going to cheat on you if you don't put out. So you put out and you get knocked up. I don't know. That seems like irresponsible, but I also think it's important for those women. So I'm going to say for all women across the board, but I am going to say grown ass women can travel somewhere else, right? So they can do it. Or your boyfriend is dangerous and you're like, yes, exactly. Exactly. So I'm thinking, it's none of my business what you do. It's between you and God. My personal opinion. What did Richard say? Tell me what Richard, no full term anything. That's murder. That's murder. Hello. That's murder. If a baby can come out of you and live like at 6-7 months, then no, you should not be allowed to do that. Obviously, that's common fucking sense. Why are we so stupid nowadays? I don't get it. A family, she got pregnant again during the, yeah, exactly. I'm saying it's important for wives. Some wives don't want to have their husband's babies. They don't want to be trapped for another fucking 100 years, never able to get out. So because they can't work or they got to do it or, whatever. What about babies' rights? Have it adopted. Yeah, I don't know that, I don't know. I'm not God. I don't know. I have no idea. That's your opinion, and I don't know. I'm saying my opinion is I want the right to do it, and I guess I'll have to deal with God when I cross over, as will you. I don't understand the whole thing of it. I don't get it. Obviously, I think there should be a reasonable time put on everything. Yes, I know what they're doing with it. But you can take herbs. There's herbs you can take online to do that. There's herbs you can take, right? There are doctors who do it. That's what I'm saying. My mother-in-law, who was born in 1915, told me when she was a teenager, she took and went with people, not took them, but went with them, right? Because no adopted kids get, I know, right? Fucking hello, I'm adopted. I would have preferred to not have been born, actually, quite frankly. I'm not being like a weirdo that way, but I would prefer not to have had to experience this life, quite frankly. Because I'm just being honest. Fucking go there for me. I can say it if I want to. I would have preferred that my mother chose to find one of those doctors and terminate the pregnancy. Now, karmically, do I know what happened? Okay, I've got to look at that. Yeah, I've got to look at that. I've got to ask Bobby about that. Let me write. Thank you, Richard. I got to write that down. We have a few mechanics' names we don't know. Okay. Thank you for that. Yeah, I would prefer not to have been adopted, quite frankly. Okay, now, obviously I was, so I can't really say that, but I'm telling you, in Canada in 1966, it was not a thing, and my mother chose not to go find a doctor to do that. For some reason, she wasn't being resourceful at the time. So maybe there's karma, and I said I wanted to be born. This is the only thing I can think of. I don't fucking know. No, they won't wear condoms. I'm telling you, they won't wear condoms. I'm telling you, in some marriages, they're just they're not going to fucking do it, okay? So I'm going to say it again. What men out there are wearing condoms? I'm laughing, okay? At this age, with any man I fucked, none of them are wearing condoms. They all go on. Some of them will even say, oh, I know you take care of yourself. Do you? Do you know what I do in the middle of the night? Anyway, whatever. So they say all kinds of shit to not wear condoms. I know no man who wears them, okay? I know men talk about it, but I don't fucking know any none of them. None of them. Okay, so please, not when I was a teenager, not when I was in my first marriage, not my second marriage, nobody. Okay. Oh my God. See, that's what I'm saying. It's up to the states. But here's another thing. I think there should be a government medical test, I guess, for all doctors, which there is, the like the LSTATs, but for doctors. Other than that, if a doctor chooses to go into reproduction, he should have free latitude over his career, whether he wants to do that or he doesn't want to do that. I don't think the federal government, that's the only thing that happened, is it was taken out of the federal government and put into the states, each state. So if you have a really particularly religious state like Texas, I think they've banned it completely. That will present a problem for underage girls. Now, if I knew somebody in Texas, I would raise, yes, Canada's always allowed full-term abortions since I was a kid. I know somebody who did that at 7 months. I was in foster care, and I know somebody who went and did that, and they had permission to do it. What they do is they open up the cervix, you give birth, and then they remove the child by this part of the body. I do know someone who did that, and it was completely fucking legal when I was a teenager, 13 and 14. So it was completely real. So yeah, Canada's pretty gnarly. I think that's wrong, but I wasn't her, and I just, I was just a friend. Whatever choice you make is your choice. I don't think we should judge people on their choices because it may not be what you would do until you're in the position to do it. So I can't really say. I've done enough mistakes in my life. I'm going to have to atone for practically every breath I've ever fucking spoke. I don't know. Sin is real, absolutely. But you can also be forgiven for your sins and see other alternatives you could have had at the time when you cross over. Okay. So like, I don't know. There's sins in little ways too. So I don't know. But what I'm saying to you is in states like Texas is the only one I've heard of. I don't know about Missouri or Mississippi or wherever those people are. But what I will say is if I lived there and my daughter came to me, I don't have a daughter, and that's what she required because of whatever circumstance, and she spoke to me, I literally would get the money and take her to wherever to do that. So I would also, if I was a celebrity with a big mouth out there picketing, I would also, as a celebrity with a shit ton of money, get a service that bust people out of that state, and I would fund it myself if I was that rich and carry kids out of there with full consent and educate them and all of that. I would also do that. So the fact that that's not being done is interesting. So as a woman, pay attention to your body. To realize. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if there's I don't know there's a need for anything. I mean, there's not a need for anything we do on this planet. Oklahoma's another one. There's not celebrities. Yes, I know what celebrity, but what I'm saying is they have a shit ton of money. So they can definitely shut the fuck up, get a bus, and go down there and make their nonprofit known and bring people across to whatever state they're in and fund it that way. Just saying. No, not full term. I never said stop with the fucking scare bullshit. Full term? No, not full term. Do you think I'm fucking stupid? No. Come on, you guys. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop trying to be chaos causers. I never said full term anything. I've never said full term. I said full term is murder. Unless, of course, there is a medical reason. The mother will die, then the mother is going to supersede the child's life. So nobody said full term. This never came out of my mouth. Like, I fucking didn't say that, okay? So just shut up with that. Don't cause chaos. If you're 4 to 6 weeks pregnant, then you go do what you got to do. And you can take herbs. Educate yourself on herbs. So people got to go to, like, holistic doctors and stuff, and do that. Yeah, I wouldn't do it at 5 months. That's just me, Yeah, I know, right? Like, please. I would never do full term. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for that. Like, no, I would never do that. But that's me. That's just me. That's me. Like, you're trying to make it something. You're not going to do anything about the laws, so why we're all talking about it? None of us are going to do shit. We don't do shit. Myself included, right? Let's see. I know, intentional trolls, right? Here's the thing. We don't do shit. We sat there and let them cover this like this, cover this, and put this in our arms. And we're such cowards. We did shit. So we do nothing. So bitching about this and picketing ain't gonna do shit. Take care of your kid. Figure out where to get your kid should this issue arise. Make sure you have plans to put them in order. and know what you got to do if that's what you choose to do, because it's between you and God. You can have your personal opinion. I could have my personal opinion, and my personal opinion, here's my personal opinion at this point in my life. I actually think that it should not be done ever for any reason at this point in my life. At 20, I would have done it in a heartbeat. So I have changed my opinion. I have changed my opinion through my life experience, and I've seen things differently through my life experience. However, I'm not going to impose what I think onto you, and I'm not going to stop a family member from doing it if that's what they need to do. My job is to support my family, my people, young ladies that I know. That's my job. That's all I'm going to do. And other than that, I've had many miscarriages as well. Other than that, when they die on their deathbed, it's going to be between them and God, not me and the government, you and the government. No, I don't agree with people drinking. People order drinks all the time with me in restaurants. I don't fucking agree with it. I don't agree with drugs. I don't agree with cigarettes. I still have friends that do all three of those things, and that's their choice. It's not my choice. It's not my choice. So that's what I'm saying. If you're a person, then you have your choice, right? So it's not what I'm going to do, but I have to die with my God. And I've made so many mistakes in my life in ways you can't even imagine. So I have a lot to atone for when I cross over. I know that. What about Ty at Betty? I don't even know what that is. But anyway, they are allowed their opinions. Yeah. Yeah, there are soul contracts in that. But I'm triggered by alcohol. I'm also triggered by people who say stupid ass shit to try and like this. I'm also triggered by social media that blocks people for their own opinions. That seems very weird. Seems very weird. I said in my video, it's new sale. Oh my God, it's terrible. I don't have to change the subject. Why you guys tell me what to talk about? Aren't you on my channel? If you want me to change the subject, you go. I don't have to change shit. I'm going to say what I want. Fuck what is wrong with people. What is wrong with people? I'm going to fucking say what I want to say. I'm going to finish my sentence. If you don't like it, you can fucking get off this channel and go on a nicer channel. Don't tell me what to say. You guys are terrible. Whoever says that, just don't do that. Like, don't do that ever. You're not my boss. You're not my fucking boss. I'm not in diapers. You're not paying my bills, and I didn't suck your dick. You know, I mean, whatever. No, I haven't been to Jerusalem. No, I haven't. Yeah, so I know. See, you keep telling me not to bother. Again, if you say something, I'm going to respond. That's who I am. People say don't respond. I'm going to respond. I'm going to point it out, and I'm going to bring it to the front because that's how I am. I don't fucking want to play games. I'll ignore what I want to ignore, and I'll respond when I want to respond. So getting back to Isaac Cappy and Tracy Twyman, here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to look and see if Alessandro responded because I'm giving him a fucking chance to respond. Oh, he did. Hold on. Michael, no, I'm putting, no, someone, he didn't say it, Michael. Someone said, you said that. Here. I'm going to send him what you sent me. I'm just going to send it. I'm literally going to send it because I don't think these fucking people know what other people are doing. People name drop and use shit, and they don't, the energy is Isaac was sexy. Okay, that's a good one. I'm sorry, you're entitled to your opinion. No. Isaac wasn't sexy. No. Hold on, let me screen grab this. Okay, I'm sending. I'm sending this. Sorry for having this conversation, but I actually want to do this kind of on air, which is so interesting this was written. You're mentioned. Yeah, so there they go. I'm finding that out. I'm just so curious because, first of all, I don't believe he said that. So when Michael sent me that that article, I literally don't believe that that was said by the person that this person's trying to say. So it's really weird. I knew right away. I think yeah. Some people think he's still alive. I got skull to voice technology, so I think he's mind controlled and did what he did. But again, I went on that bridge. We tried to get out of the car. You can't get out of the car. I mean, you probably can in the middle of the night, but we're talking 7 a.m. So, like, all those people are getting to work, and it's just weird. It's just weird because we were told to get off the bridge, like, get off of the bridge. Get off the bridge. And the truck stop and the hotel where they say that Isaac Cappy was not operating when I was there. It was not operating. So, yeah, well, they would have been just getting to work at 7 o'clock. I mean, they would have noticed somebody there. So I don't know, I don't know what that, I walked it. I'm like, no. And his phone landed on the cement from 25 feet above. This right here, there's Keithy's little face. But anyway, this right here, I have a crack. I love showing Keithy's face. Anyway, I have a crack right there. That's from just dropping it on the side of the table. I mean, come on. So I'm just saying, voice to skull means when people on the astral level, people from the government, entities, people with portal dimensional traveling information. And now we know about this in the occult world, in the metaphysical world, but they can get inside your mind and get you to do things. So yeah, I know. I love seeing, that's a funny picture of my Keithy, but that's what I have on there. I love to see Keithy's face. So anyway, this was really weird. See, he didn't say it, Michael. He didn't say it. I never insisted on telling you more. Wait. What did he say? I have not. Wait. Here. If you ask me if I have ever accused Dade of murdering your son, I have not. So that website on YouTube literally put a false thing about Alessandro, Total Disclosure, Louder Than Love 1 out there. So Michael, thank you for sending that because he says he did not say that about you. And that would not be the person on his list who he thought had anything to do with Keith. So that clears that up. I knew he didn't say that. I've talked to Alessandro and I don't think he's that kind of person. I mean, he'll say what he thinks about you. He doesn't have to like love you, but he's not that kind of person. So that YouTube channel that wanted me to come on as a guest because of my misinformation, the misinformation was I thought Tracy Twyman chose to allegedly leave this planet from the campground in Arizona. No, she was visiting with Cappy there, receiving information, and some Russian people threatened her. And then a week after, she supposedly dropped documents to the FBI, okay? To the FBI, she ended up off of this planet. So there you go. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what to say about that, but that's what I'm saying. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of odd, but yeah. So hi, Eric. How are you? Yeah, I don't know what to say. Don't give it legs by no. I'm going to speak it. No, that's where you're wrong. This. I know what you're saying, and I agree with you for the most part. I'm not going to harp on it, but what I am going to say, here's what I am going to say. Things that are left in secrecy, that's how abuse continues. So if I am allergic to cats, totally allergic right now. No windows are open and the kitty's right there. My kitty. Anyway, I am going to say it. If somebody sends me something and says that this is written about them, I'm actually going to ask the question, did you fucking say this about this person? Because I want to know if you said this about this person. See, that's what we do. We don't bring it up because it's like, don't give them any energy. No, I'm going to speak about it, okay? Yes, I listened to Abraham Hicks 35 years ago. 30 something with her Seth books and whatever. So keeping it secret and not mentioning it allows the person who said it to get away with it. So I'm going to ask Alessandro, because I've talked to him, Jesus, since like 2015. I'm going to ask him, because that doesn't strike me as something he would say, okay? That doesn't strike me. He said straight out he didn't say that. You know what I'm saying? So that's an important thing to find out, because somebody is saying that. No, I don't think Keith was murdered because because I was clairvoyant. That would be silly. No, Keithy's accident happened, and it happened after I received honesty is dangerous. Fucking do whatever you gotta do, okay? No, honesty is not dangerous. You're a coward if you can't speak the fucking truth. The truth is, if you don't speak honestly, you're a coward. You're a liar, because you're withholding information because you have an agenda to why you won't say what you say. Either it's your money, your love, your dinner, whoever pays your rent. So you won't speak the truth because you're bought and sold. Okay? That's the fucking reality. Okay? So the truth is dangerous to liars because you're going to fucking do that. So that's what you're going to do. That's what's going to fucking happen. Okay? So I'm always going to speak the truth. I don't care if you like me. I don't care. Doesn't bother me. I don't care. So I do not care. I'm going to speak the truth. I'm always going to say the truth. If somebody accuses another person that I know with having something to do with my son, I have to ask that person, because it's not fair to that person. So I'm going to ask him straight out. And if he said it and he said he didn't really know, he surmised it, I would give him a take and I'd make him recount it, and then he could apologize. However, he said he didn't say it, which means that YouTube channel published an article which is a straight lie. And I might add they spelt my name wrong. They fucking spelled my name wrong. Like, get my name right. Are you a Blu-ray? I don't even know what that is, but I asked. He did not say it, Michael. I will send you a screenshot of that. He did not say it. So, you know, that's all I have to say about that. It's whatever it is. So that's why I'm going to do it. But I'm also going to say that when I was a child, I'm turning it off again. When I was a child and I read about Marilyn Monroe's death when I was like 10, okay? So she would have died before I was born, 4 years before I was born, and been dead like 14 years by the time I got to it. I knew she was murdered, okay? Didn't take fucking Einstein to figure out she didn't do that to herself. I said it as a child, and that's my observation. That's my opinion, and I'm entitled to my opinion, okay? So my opinion from traveling the Grand Canyon is as stated. Yeah, I don't know much about starseeds. Thank you, Anita. I'll have to research it. Who's got nothing? Oh, yeah. No, I know I'm not worried about being sued. As I said, the fat lady in our complex sued me for years for doing something I never did, and we won. I'm not worried. You have to prove your damages. And just so you understand this, even if somebody dies from medical negligence, okay? Medical negligence, like you cut off the wrong leg and they died or whatever, it's turquoise. And this is Keith's ashes, the ring I made with opal. Anyway, even if the person dies, you're probably not going to get a shit ton of money. So the person to sue, in the case of a person that leaves their life off of this planet involuntarily, is the person that actually did that, which is somebody that knows who did it, who's connected to her. Family or friends, somebody has insight on that subject, okay? So, like, whatever. Oh, how to make ash jewelry. I ordered a ring bezel off of Etsy. So this was a gold ring bezel with an 8mm empty thing where you put the stones in. And then I ordered a silicone mold, 8mm. And then I put the opals at the bottom of the mold. And then I put Keithy's ashes, and then I put resin, and then I put it in a nail dryer for gel nails. I put it in a nail dryer, And then I put another layer and put another layer and put another layer and then crazy glued it into the ring bezel. That's what I did. And so I used a Q-tip and all kinds of little things with Keithy's little ashes. So, oh, please. As a child, I knew she didn't do that. I'm not stupid. So they try to tell you this story, okay? They try to tell you, that's exactly right. They try to tell you this fucking story. And I know Marilyn Monroe didn't do that, okay? And they try to tell you another story. Here's another story. Elvis dated Priscilla. She was 14 and they waited till she was married. Here's another story. Maybe Elvis liked men and Priscilla was just a beard and we're all distracted by that because he never touched her again after the baby. And maybe Elvis isn't dead, although he took so many drugs and was such an addict. I find it hard to believe he's alive. But Bobby has opened my eyes to Pastor Bob. So I have no idea if Pastor Bob is Elvis or not. So I don't know. So I have no idea. So all of that shit aside, we should be allowed to speak our opinions. I have a problem with somebody posting an article on one person I know from another person I know, neither one of them having to do with my son's death, and that being actually put out there. So that's kind of cunny behavior. That's like not nice. That's not nice. Like you need to fucking deal with it. And you're not the owner of everything Isaac Cappy. Again, Isaac Cappy was a public YouTube person. People can speak his name. Tracy Twyman was on the radio. You can speak her name, okay? You're allowed to speak her name. In order for you bitches to have pain and suffering, you have to prove pain and suffering. And I think pain and suffering would go to the person that took this and did this with it to that person. That's where the pain and suffering comes in. Not the fact that people expressed an opinion about a freeway and a campsite. So you can suck my dick, whoever you are. Anyway, so that's it there. That's how I feel about that. That's how I feel about that. That's what I'm going to say. So anyway, I don't know what to say, but anyway, it's weird. It's just weird. I just got here. I'm just ranting. I'm just coming on here. Let's see. But there's a problem. No, I'm serious. You think I haven't been sued? Like, I've been sued for shit my kids did. Okay? Like as a kid. I've been sued for all kinds of things. You actually have to prove what you do. And somebody saying something as an observation, you called someone fat. Did I call them fat? And you going to sue me for that? What if they are fat? What if they are fat? What if they're short and I called them short? What if they're blonde? What if they're old? What are you going to say? What are you going to say? You have to prove pain and suffering. You have to prove it. And do you know how much a court case costs? So when someone threatens you with a lawsuit, understand. Yeah, I DJ, again, suck my dick. Anyway, you have to understand, okay? You have to understand. I think we're all hypocrites, DJ. I think everybody's a hypocrite on this planet, quite frankly. I think I've been called fat my whole life, okay? So very fat people, as I've said on this station repeatedly, don't need to be told they're fat. They know they're fat. Blonde people know they're blonde. People with zits know they have zits. People with big feet know they have fucking big feet. People with a big ass know they have a big ass. We are all hypocrites on this planet. So again, that's what they are. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to judge it. Here's what I'm going to judge. Instead of being so sensitive to words, I know I have nice boobies from the plastic surgeon, y'all. John, that's for you. Marriage, money, and my tits. Okay, so anyway, all of that aside, I can't stop. Like, if you're going to say something to me, I'm going to fucking comment back. Okay? I'm going to comment back. I can't help it. It's going to happen. I'm not going to eat shit anyway, anymore, ever again. No. So, let's see. Here you go, DJ. Get a life. Get a life. Get off whatever it is you're on. You're on one. Get off it. We are all hypocrites on this planet. None of us lives the way we say we do. We all lie. Whatever it is, just scoot around. Anyway, I'm just not going to do it because too many people. Okay, like people are so weird. People are so weird. Okay, people will say all kinds of things. I'm going to, if you email me and call me something, I'm going to announce it here. If you go on another YouTube channel and you mention that my son was killed by Michael Dade and Alessandro of Louder Than Love said it, I'm going to check with him and I'm going to out you and I'm going to do both. So once I know that, then I'm going to bring it up. I'm sorry. Should I not bring it up? And if you're going to ask me again what I said about Isaac Cappy, after I returned from Arizona, I'm going to say again, I don't believe what they said. If anything, he had voice to skull technology and he was following orders in a hypnotic state. But I'm not believing he picked that bridge at 7 a.m. on the Navajo government land from a hotel that's no longer open and met with Tracy Twyman prior to that for and met with Tracy Twyman prior to that in another little campground close to the Grand Canyon. I'm not buying any of it, okay? And that they both decided, you know what? I've had enough of this planet. I think I'm just going to do this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to mention it. Just an opinion. It's an opinion. I'm allowed. So there. Yeah, it's very weird. It's, let's see. The what? What, Anita? The what? I don't know. So I have no idea, but yeah, I don't know what to say. So I'm bringing this up because Michael and I were talking earlier, and it's really bizarre that somebody would mention that about my son in reference to him. That my wife, she knows. Yeah, and she knows what's up. Oh my God, Michael, you Michael there from the Grand Canyon, wife in the Grand Canyon. Let me just say this. I have to go get a healing this weekend. Oh God, I'm so sorry. I can't see your name there. Your wife passed away. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I hate this. Everybody's passing away. But we all pass away, but I fucking hate it. I hated it when my Keith died. So I understand with your wife, especially if you liked her. I preface it like that because if I dropped dead out of my family, it would be a different story. But if you liked your wife and were in love with her, then that's especially difficult when you love somebody and they pass before you. Yeah, we've got 5 planets in alignment on Friday. Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn all in alignment. That's a portal, y'all. And that's what this is. What's the name? Constantine? Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's terrible that happened. That's the worst. Yeah, that is the worst. But I want to talk about the Grand Canyon. I actually have to go get healed because the second time I went there, I was pushed by some sort of a spirit, and the Indian land brings it back with you. That's why we all travel there. So I have to actually go see if anything's attached and get it removed. So yeah, the planets aligned. It's very interesting. It's opening a portal of energy. So it's going to be a huge issue that's coming up in the next 6 months with that. But we've got Mercury, Venus, and Mars. So Mercury and Venus and Mars are more personal planets in a chart. Jupiter and Saturn together are what's going to cause that chaos. Boom, boom. Luck and karmic luck. Now remember, Saturn is retrograde right now. So karmic luck or lack of luck is really going to be coming into people's faces. So that's what's actually going on. So there is karmic coming back. So the boomerang is coming back to people who thought they were going to get away with it. I know, Bieber's face and earthquakes, right? All of that shit. Oh, hold on. No, haven't replied. Anyway, there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff. But let's see. I came to Arizona. I'm obsessed. Yeah, I got obsessed with it too. Yeah, Mars squares Pluto happened and it's going to come again. That's how Keith died. Mars retrograde squaring Pluto from my 5th house to my 11th house. Mars in Cancer, Pluto in Capricorn transiting. Mars in Cancer natally with Pluto transiting while Mars was retrograde. So that's when my Keith died. Mark my words, Isaac Cappy is still alive. You will find out. Yeah, I know. It's weird. Yeah. Aw, that's so cute. Mars and Pluto is very 5 planets aligned yesterday. That's what I just said. I said the 5 planets, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn are aligned. Yeah, Mars square Pluto. I don't have my calendar in front of me. In the back of my head, it's somewhere. I think I left it in my purse over there. Anyways, Mars, yeah, Mars squaring Pluto. That's violence, physical violence. Mars is getting ready to go retrograde in October, I want to say, in Gemini. So that's going to be like all kinds of shit. And then Mars retrograde, and then in opposition to Pluto can be violence, can be all kinds of things like that. No, I said yesterday 5 planets were retrograde. We're conjunct with Saturn retrograde, Friday the 24th. We're conjunct with Saturn retrograde. So yeah, so all I can tell you is, let's see, look at this, look at this. It's trying to shut me off. They're literally trying to shut me off, to shut me up. No. Somebody emailed me and they're like, don't go too close to the fucking camera. It's not a good look. It's not a good look? It's not a fucking good look? Good. Then we're good. Anyway, they like to say that. Nothing's really a good look, okay? Like, unless you're going to, and? Oh my God, I can't stop. I don't know that they're jealous. They could just be assholes. I don't think everybody's jealous of everybody. They literally could be assholes. So you're either born psychic or a medium, and I've studied astrology since I was 7. So that is literally how I was like almost... That's 49 years that I've been familiar. That's like a craft that you study. So just know that, okay? Just know that nobody just becomes a psychic medium and has a career for almost 40 years if they're full of shit, if that's what you're trying to imply. So if you think you want to be a psychic and a medium, then start doing it. And time will tell as your clients come back or not, whatever, right? I know so many people, because I have victim written on my forehead, because when you are an abused child and you go into a circumstance, people just think I give a shit what they say. I don't fucking care what you say. I'm never going to listen to you. I had a problem with a friend of mine, a friend I knew for 7 fucking years. Okay. And this friend and I, we did lots of stuff together, physical stuff together, right? This bitch, male bitch, try to fucking say shit to me. And I'm like, I'm not going to listen to you. I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening to you. Number one, you don't pay your bills and you don't, whatever. You don't pay your bills. You're selfish. Even if we're not talking, you can put the money in the mail you owe me. But no, you can't do that. And you opened your fucking mouth and said some nasty ass shit. So here's the thing. I have no clue. Okay. Anyway, so what I'm saying to you is when they don't get their way and they realize you're not a submissive woman, which is something too. It takes a very strong man, I think, and a strong woman to be with somebody who's strong. And I don't feel like I want to be in my divine feminine on this planet. Because first of all, who told us what a divine feminine is? On what planet did we tell we have to step back? I can't step back and let anyone do anything. I'd be waiting for a fucking man to get off his lazy ass off the couch and do something while he's glaring at the fucking TV, okay? Drunk. So no, I'm going to do shit. That's what I'm going to do. So anyway, DJ, you've got to get a life. Like, you really got to get a life. Anyway, so I don't know who describes roles of women and men in our society. If the man is the better caretaker, then he can be the fucking caretaker. And if the woman is better at fixing stuff around the house, then she's going to be the one that does that. Why do we have to have this is a divine feminine and a divine masculine? Why do we have to have that? What does that even mean? I'll tell you what a divine masculine is. Y'all want to get close for this one? Here's a divine masculine. A divine masculine is a man that fucks the shit out of you and doesn't ask you if you had an orgasm. You know why? Because that divine masculine knows you had an orgasm because you included him on the decision to have a fucking orgasm. Okay? It's not just about him banging you and doing whatever. It's about him knowing that you're having an orgasm and knowing it because you're including him in on it physically and he can fucking tell. That's a divine masculine. That's a divine masculine, okay? And if you're dreaming about the dead, that is how they're communicating with you because the dead aren't dead. The dead are in a different dimension. Dead means stepped away from God. So if you're with the Christ consciousness, you're not dead, you know? Divine masculine knows when you have an orgasm. They don't need to ask you. And if they do ask you, they don't need to say to you, stop, you had one. They don't need to say that. They don't need to say that. So, ladies, if your man has to ask you if you had an orgasm, he's too selfish to take note of your body because they can feel when you've had an orgasm. Here's another thing. Now I'm on the sex rant again. Here's another fucking thing. If a man insists on going behind you and away from the vajayjay, up the other way, you might want to ask him if he's been in prison and is used to fucking guys in prison. Because once they open that up, they want that kind of sex. And then you might want to ask him why he can't connect with you, why he has to be angry with you from behind. So that's what you want to ask him. And then basically you want to call him gay and move on from that. That's all I'm saying. Because they're trying to steal your energy going up that way. That hits you. It's prison sex. Yeah, I know. Years in prison. Oh, I know. I know. As soon as they say they've been in prison and then they want that. Now, I do hear some women like it. So if you're one of those women, I'd like to tell me what you get from that. And here's another thing I'm going to say. And I'm all for it if you like it. You do whatever you like. As long as it doesn't involve children or animals. Do whatever. But here's the thing. Kitchen sink, car, backyard, whatever. Video camera, whatever you want to do. But here's another thing. When you hear people, usually men, talk about women that have children, I'm going to say this. The vajayjay is a muscle, okay? The vajayjay is a muscle. So when we have children, we are designed to do that, right? We're designed to do that. So we are designed to use our strength to push out a human being, and then our strength comes back. Now, if you go in the exit only area, the muscle's not the same. The muscle is a sphincter muscle, and it's designed to remove pollutants, right? So if you're putting something up the pollutants, the muscle is going to eventually not work because it's not a baby and it's not your JJ. These are my opinions. These are my opinions. How do I know this? Because as a teenager, I was with somebody who went to jail. And I'm just noticing this trend coming back. And when I hear my male friends say shit like this, I'm like, you're gay, right? You've been to jail, right? Right? Or you're watching too much porn, right? Yeah, no, look at my face. And no, I'm not talking about John. That never came out of his mouth. So, no, I've just been hearing it a lot from my younger clients. And I'm like, happy birthday. That's not what I've been hearing a lot. But I've been hearing from my younger clients. So, yeah, well, I get that, Daniel. But I'm going to say from my friends that are in porn, they've got problems with that area in their body when they've done that for years. And they wear protection. It's like wearing a pad, but for the other end. I don't want to wear a pad. So that's what I want. I don't want to wear a pad. You want to do it, it's fine. Stop asking women to do what y'all want to do when you're in prison. Do that yourself. Or if you're gay. Hi, Jackie. If you're gay, that's what you do. That's what you do. But not all gay men do that. They do not. I have many gay relatives. They don't all do that. So, no, that's what my friends in porn tell me. That is what my friends in porn tell me. I'm telling you, that have done porn for 20 years and have participated in such acts. They wear pads, I guess, because, you know, that's exactly right. That's all I'm going to say. So, yeah. I've been hearing it a lot. Are top only. Yeah, I know. Most gay men are top. I know, but who's the bottom? Yeah, most of my gay friends don't. But I want to know who the fucking bottom is. See, why am I talking like this? Because I get a phone call and I go off on a tangent. So anyway, I'm not wearing Depends because of a man. I had a problem with pads. I'm not doing that. Yeah, I'm just not. And baby diapers. Even babies don't like their diapers. You know, they want to get rid of their diapers. They're like, there. Then we have a bottom there. Well, it's your choice, Christopher. If you're in the gay lifestyle and it's your choice, it's your choice. We have another bottom here too. So they're bottoms. So they know from that. So that's in your gay lifestyle, and maybe men's bodies are different. But for us women, you don't need to be doing that with us. Unless the woman wants it, then that's your choice. So I have gay friends. One is the pitcher, one is the catcher. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My cousins, though. I had to hear about shit from my cousins. Jeffree Star is the bottom. I don't even know what Jeffree Star is. Like, I'm not even going there with him. Male. Oh, I know. I know what it is. The prostate gland. I know what it is. I get what it is. I get what you're saying, what it is. However, what I'm saying to you is, if a man comes to a woman and he's only fixated on that area, the woman should take note of that. I'm hearing it a lot. No, I know not everybody is one or the other, DJ. I've got that. I'm not saying it. I'm telling you I know women don't have prostates. So like, it's different for women. That's what I'm talking about. And that is my opinion. And I'm just saying, I have many gay relatives. Gay relatives tell me shit. And so I'm like, I don't want to know shit. But anyway, he said it was, okay, I don't even know what that is. Anyway, just give him my number. There you go, Daniel. I'll send him your way. Yes, they do have a G-spot. Yes, the guys have a prostate gland. That's what butt plugs are for. I get it. Listen to me. I totally get it. I get it. What I'm saying it is prison sex. I know that. I know about prison sex. I married somebody who spent time in prison, not John, prior to John. I get the prison sex aspect of it. I heard about it from people. I get it. I meant at 9 months was ditching his diapers. Exactly. No, I will send, but if you're a woman and your guy is focused like that, be wary of it. I'm hearing it way, way, way too much. Way, way, way too much. Like, I'm hearing it way too much. Oh, I can't get pregnant if I do it here. Where's the mutual affection for two women, lesbians who don't have penises? Where's the mutual affection for a man and a woman? Where's the mutual affection? Like, where's this? Why is it always bad? I'm hearing it so much. So, okay, someone's having a torn muscle in their calf from sex. I'm kidding. I know it's just a torn muscle. Yes, is the fixation from younger, older men. It's men in their 40s and it's younger women. So it's women. I'm also hearing it from high school age women about their boyfriends in high school and or college. But I'm hearing it from like men in their 40s to women in their 20s and 30s. And the women in their 20s and 30s are the ones that are becoming the mistresses for men. This is just my conversations with some. The mistresses, and I get it through the site. We get it when we're psychic. We hear a lot. I know it wasn't from sex. I just made that up. I know. You probably heard it running or something. The women that are the mistresses for the men, okay, the women that are the mistresses for the men that are telling them their wives won't do this. So I'm convinced that older men are going after more younger women who want an attachment, a family, that whatever, and that they're using this as a tool, and those women are giving it to them because they think ultimately they're going to keep the man. Don't do that. That's all I'm talking about. I don't care. Like, if you're gay and you're gay, then be gay, because that's what you are. So be that. If you're a lesbian and you want to have that kind of sex, have that kind of sex. Do all of that. Yeah, no, seriously. I am hearing it so much. I'm hearing it from kids in school. I'm hearing it from women. I'm even hearing it from women in their 40s. You know, well, he insists on I'm doing this, and there's a whole lot of other things that go with that. But I'm wondering because for women, some women they're in denial. Yeah, the women, some of them are in denial. Some of them don't understand it. So when I hear it like 16 times in a week, I'm like, okay, it's too much. Men, women, yeah. I'm so happy. I'm almost 50. Yeah, because no one will pay attention to you. I'm at that stage. No one gives a fuck. The younger ladies do what they want. Yeah, I don't know if they all do what they want. I don't know that because they're confused about it because they also want sex the other way. Um, I'm glad as we are 50 somethings, this isn't, oh, it's a thing, Beth. It's a thing. Don't kid yourself. There's women in their 50s that are hearing it from men. Don't kid yourself. However, for the most part, us women in our 50s, no one gives a shit about us. We're overlooked because we old like old saggy bags of bread. Anyway, so we are thrown out like garbage, which is really wrong too. Anyway, can I ask you who the picture by the green plant, by the pink plant? That's my son Keith up there, and that's my stepson Jimmy, and that's me, Marilyn, Keithy, and Lenny Kravitz, because he's now in my family, in my head. Do you still have the big flower? The big flower. Oh my God, I don't even know what that means. Apparently, I haven't received anything. I don't actually know if it's true or someone's just trying to scare me. But I was told I'm on a sue list for the Tracy Twyman, whatever her husband is suing for. That's what I was told. I don't know if it's true or not. It was told to me. It was told to me. So I have no idea. And the color photo looks like young Brando. Wait, Keithy in the color. Yeah. Well, that I know. Oh, that's a good thing. Bobby painted that for me off of his funeral card. So Keithy had a funeral, I'll show you. I'll show you what Bobby painted. It's magnificent. And it's the last picture that Keith really liked of himself. Oh, thank you, Tim. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. That's like super generous. I'm going to show you this picture. Hold on. Ouch. My legs are still sore. Anyway, this was part of, this is the one I saved. This was off of one of the things that, I forget who did it now, where this came from. Anyway, on his memorial card, that was his picture. So Bobby painted that picture. And that was so nice. So that was Keithy. He loved this little picture. He put it up on a couple of his social medias. So that's it. Yeah, thank you so much. Sunscreen, exactly. We're both 55 and still hot as fuck. Yeah, anyway, that Keithy took that of himself, and that's how he liked to see himself. And that's his little face, his little thing. Thank you, Tim, so much for that. It's overly generous, y'all do that. Yeah, and little Keithy, 4-year-old Keithy and 7-year-old Jace. This looks so much like Chirperoo right here. You gave them a picture of Keith working out. Yeah, this was this little picture of Keithy. So Bobby painted it and she sent it. And then that was the other picture that was on the card. I don't have another one of that right here. That was the other picture. That was Keithy when he was 10 and he had his little freckles and coming out of the pool like this. So both pictures I love. Yeah, Clyde called me and told me that we were on a no, John does not live with me now. I separated from John in 2019. It was a surprise to people in his life. He didn't bother to mention it to them for a good 6 months. Because, of course, I'm going to see you next Tuesday. That last. But anyway, again, I don't like drinking. So if you're going to be an alcoholic, I can't do it. Keithy was 6'4", almost 6'4", just a smidgen under. So, yeah, did John remarry? We're not legally divorced. He would be a bigamist if he did that. We're not legally divorced because, again, he wants to do this in court, and I don't agree to his terms at this point. I don't really know what his terms are. I just know that he doesn't. All I know is he wants me, apparently, allegedly, to pay his mortgage until he dies while he lives in the house that's ours. Meaning we don't settle the finances until he dies. So maybe that's what he wants. I don't know. Anyway, we haven't settled it. That's the problem. So I left without settling the financial. So that's what I chose to do. Let's see. Yeah, that's what he wants because he's older. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what he does. I don't know what he needs. He just, that's where these comments came from this morning. He called me selfish because he did all the work babysitting his kids. When a man says they babysit their kids, they're your fucking kids. He's trying to bond. Yeah, I know what he's trying to do. It doesn't matter. I'm going to fuck who I want and do what I want to do, right? Not that anybody's asking. Don't call me and ask. I'm just saying, if I chose to, I would. So it's just a man being very much, yeah, see, it's just, yeah, I'm not going to pay. No, he helped me in life. He helped me. No, he helped me in life. He actually said he helped me graduate high school because he sent me to Glendale College to write the exam. If I hadn't known that, if he didn't send me there, I wouldn't have done it. Whatever. Yeah, no, he doesn't like me. He doesn't want to keep me. That's not what that is. Yes, but I'm also older. So as much as the court considers older, we both worked through the whole marriage and we both participated. Nobody took off of anybody else. Financially, he took all the deductions and financially he did shit like that. However, if you both work, I don't owe you anything. I've been paying my own way the whole time. So he helped you. You never helped him. No, he did everything in the marriage for 30 years, according to him. I didn't do anything. That's okay. Think what you want. You can think what you want. He wants to own her. They all want to own. I know. They all want to own. You're not going to own me. I told him 25 years ago, I will leave you. I'm just not leaving my kids. That's it. So that's it. Someone's moving to California. No, you're not. In California, most of the men are gay and they do stupid shit. But no, I was friends with him. I mean, I'm acquainted with him and I'll speak about what he did that was good. I won't ever, just because I'm mad at you that does not mean you're 100% bad. You're not 100% bad. You're not 100% bad. And I have my kids from you. However, what I will say, ladies, if you marry somebody who is a drug addict and alcoholic, for whatever reason you think you're going to change them, be very careful because that person's energy and their opinion, yes, the same name. I had PTSD when I married John. He would walk behind me and I would jump. I had PTSD from my first marriage. So if you marry an addict, they have an opinion about drugs. Some of them really like drugs and they think it's really cool. So if you marry an addict or an alcoholic, they are all about their addiction. So they will encourage their children by their actions. Maybe not like, here, have a drink, but their actions. So they will never take accountability for the fact that they're out of their mind. Now, was I a good wife all the time? Fuck no. Fuck no. I lost my mind. But well, yeah, I've been married so long, I wouldn't know who, whatever. I shouldn't have gotten married. I'm not the kind of person, I found it very hard. I'm extremely loyal, and there's a thing called toxic loyalness, I guess. Anyway, you got to be careful when you marry an addict of any kind whatsoever. And if you're younger ladies, you've really got to know who you are. If at all you think that something's wrong with you, then you're going to fall for what's said. And I had everything said to me this morning and yesterday. You're crazy. You need to get help. I don't remember that. I didn't say that. You just said it 20 minutes ago. You just you just fucking said it. Oh, and I recorded it because I'm filming on one phone and here's another phone. So here's my evidence. I don't remember. Well, what did you say to make me say that? Nothing. I repeated a conversation that our son had. Toxic loyalty. Thank you. Yes, John, I'm telling you, in the last 2 days, that's all I heard. I kept Deanna up ad nauseum. But I did it twice. So loyal is not a good thing. Using people is not good. But loyalty at the expense of what you know you shouldn't be loyal to is a bad thing. Yeah, no, drunks are terrible. Yeah, I know what he was doing, but it doesn't work with me because I moved out after 33 years. I literally left after 33 years, and he thinks he has no culpability in that. It's most interesting. You think I'm just a bitch that left at the end of my life so that my kids would hate me and defend you, and I would have to keep going to your house to see my kids because they didn't come visit me because I left you, because they sided with you? Do you think I would have done that? No, 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 I wouldn't have. But it's interesting. I'm a Taco Bell. But it doesn't mean it was all bad. So when you're looking at a relationship, even if you have to know yourself, you have to know yourself. Even if you are, yes, it's terrible to be loyal. I really try now not, it's toxic. No, you shouldn't be loyal when somebody's fucking doing shit. Like if they're an addict, they're not being loyal to you. You maybe not, I was never able to prove it, but if they're an addict, they're doing all the fucked up addict things. And your children will be fucked up from it. Your children will be fucked up. You'll probably have one that has traumatic responses. I'm triggered by addicts. Alcoholics trigger me. They're the only people I argue with, especially my friend, fucking closet drug addict, okay? Think they were drinking the moonshine. Closet addict. I'm telling you, if I start like going after you like this, no, he can't distract me. He can't distract me. I speak the truth when it comes to that. Yeah. Alcoholics trigger me in ways you can't even imagine. If I even see a drunk person around me, I start to get fucking crazy. I want to hit them. Okay? Oh my God. It's terrible for me. It's terrible. Yeah, it never happened. You're crazy. Never said that. You just said it 20 minutes ago. I had to grab another call and call you back and you forgot? Well, what did you do to make me say it? What? Nothing. And if I did make you say, I don't consider one or two. No, moderation. We're not. When people say that, we are never. I know it's reactive abuse. Oh, I know what it is. I go. He's got me on tape going. I used to wake up when my kids were little. Poor Keithy. I used to wake up midnight after something John said, and I went to sleep. I would wake up and go downstairs and fucking verbally annihilate him because I could not fucking, oh my God, I could not. And then I looked crazy. The kids are like, this bitch is up in the middle of the night going crazy. Oh my God. As long as you aren't drinking the Kool-Aid. No, I don't drink Kool-Aid of anybody. No, I don't do it. I left a marriage after 33 years. That's what I'm saying to you. So what I'm saying to you is, though, I should have been smarter in my choice to begin with. It was my fault for getting married. It's not actually his fault. No, he's always been like that. I broke every dish in our kitchen. I broke every dish on our kitchen floor. I put holes through it. I could not. And when he speaks about me sleeping throughout the whole marriage, let me just explain that. I had a nervous breakdown or a mental problem or I went bananas. I could barely get out of bed. For about 12 years, I could not get out of bed. I could hardly function. I could not speak. I got agoraphobic. I had panic attack after panic attack after panic attack. I could not eat. I could not sleep. That's what happened. So anyway, I broke every fucking dish in that house. Every dish. And he'd go, look what you did. I go out in the driveway and I took them all out in a bucket and I just start fucking smashing them. And the neighbors would look at me. They're like, this bitch is crazy. That's what I did. That's what fixed it. I was suicidal while the kids were in grade school. I just thought, I have no life. I'm never going to be anything, ever. It's never going to happen. I'm never going to get a moment's peace, and I'm not going to enjoy my life. It's going to be a fucking problem. So when Keithy was about 10, I just started going to bed at night, not caring if I was married, not trying to do anything. Obviously I saw my kids. And once I had kids, I was never leaving. I was never leaving. John's smart and everything. But I was never leaving when I had my kids. So when Keithy was like maybe 10 or 12, I don't know, he might have been closer to 12. I went to sleep every night praying to die, not because of my kids, praying to die, praying I would just leave. Never happened, not brave enough to do anything about it. And in 2015, I started waking up a bit and deciding by 2016, I was like, you know what? I don't feel like working anymore. I'm not going to pay these bills, whatever. I'm going to stop working. I'm going to, whatever. I'm going to just hike. I got screamed at that. All you do is hike. All you ever did is hike. I had to, or I might have taken things. So yeah, I'm not agoraphobic anymore. When marriage falls apart, I think you're just, yeah, I couldn't get out of it though. I really did feel trapped. And at the end of my marriage, 6 months before I decided to leave, I said, we need to fucking separate. And he kept saying, I'll get the IRS. I'll fuck you up in court. I'll do this. So this is true. I wrote the word hostage on my bathroom mirror. And I told him, I said, how am I going to leave when you keep threatening me? How am I going? And I said that. I take that one. How can I leave when you threaten to annihilate me? I don't want to go to court. I do not want to be charged with the IRS. I do not want this shit. I do not want this. And you're threatening me. So now you're forcing me to do something I don't want to do because you are threatening me. Am I dramatic? Yeah, no, it's true. I wrote the word hostage on the mirror. No, he was threatening me. Literally, you will get nothing. You're going to get nothing. You will never get anything. I will fuck you up in court. So I wrote the word hostage. Keithy came in and he walked in the bathroom and he's like, looking around the room. He's like, who's the hostage? It was in red lipstick. And I finally just made the plans and left. But that's what it was. I was in fear. And so we went to a wedding in October 19th. It was October 19th, actually. I filed for separation while I lived in the house. I don't know that he held me hostage. Yeah, Leos are dramatic. We're theatrical. And there's nothing wrong with it. I'm dramatic in my appearance. You know, I've got a ton of piercings and tattoos and whatever. So technically, and long nails, I mean, that's dramatic. And so I can't apologize for being who I am, but I really felt like a hostage. I could barely get, when I tell you that, I was at a shrink's office constantly. I couldn't get out of what it was. No one could tell me what that was. It was just two people that should not have been together. However, you choose the person you marry. So you have to have respect for that person because you chose them. I chose him. I mean, I agreed to marry him, whatever. We agreed to get married. So it's not entirely his fault. I stayed and participated. All people in traumatic abuse situations stay and participate. Even if you're fucked in the head, even if you're 20 years younger, even if the person's an addict, you chose to stay. So when you choose to stay, it is partially your fault. Yeah, that's it. That's it. At least you didn't say your dog stepped on a bee. No, my dog didn't. No, I fought back. I was atrocious. I should not have inflicted this on my kids. So, my ex John poisoned me. I almost died. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, he had insurance. Yeah, my John had insurance on his stepson, on my stepson, after he became an addict, and he was trying to get insurance on Jason after Keith died. Because he thought that Jason was going to die in a motorcycle accident. And I actually pulled Kenna aside and said, you tell my son this is not right. And Jason said to me, no, he's not wrong. I probably am going to die. So he should get money off me. What the fuck? That was so offensive to me. And John's like, you don't understand business. Absolutely unacceptable. Absolutely fucking unacceptable that you would say that to my son. Absolutely the fuck unacceptable. Yeah, he did say that. And I told him, don't you ever fucking say that in front of my son. He collected on Jimmy. It was an insurance policy. Jimmy was an addict though. No, that pisses me off big time. It is gross. It is, but he believes it's business because he's of that. No, he said it. So Jason was on a motorcycle after Keith died, and Jason was having trouble being sober after his brother died, and rightly so. So Jason was on the motorcycle. So your son is on the motorcycle, and you are telling your child, you're going to get insurance on him because you're pretty sure he's going to kill himself, and you want to be the beneficiary. John also told both of my children that he was going to be the beneficiary on their work pensions, or they both left their work pensions to John. Not me. No one's even asked how I'm doing after Keith died. What can I tell you? So they don't do that. I have tried to keep in contact with him so that I can keep in contact with my child. Yes, I do stay in contact with John because I don't want to lose my child. That's how it is. I don't know why I'm confessing all this, but that's true. Before Keith died, Keith came up here and saw me and helped me move in on that day, etc. But Jason didn't come around much. So I decided, I did not want to talk to John after that, but I decided in order to see my children in the house that I left, to get away from him and leave them and make sure they were taken care of in the house, bought groceries, they have the stuff, stuff like that. Whatever, what mothers do. All mothers do that in the way that they can, okay? So anyway, I did that so I could see my children. So I went down there. I wanted to see my children. That is what I wanted. So that is what I did. And then Keith died. So I am glad I made that decision. Yeah, John has a horrible, I'm getting a neck tick. John has a horrible attachment to money. I found one of Keith's Snapchats where you can hear John in the back saying to both of them, you need to get accident insurance. That's what I'm saying to you. And Keith died after that because he was filming that conversation. So I found that. And when Jason was 12, John brought up the insurance thing again. I do not like that. Do not put insurance on a child's life. I do not care if you think the child, do not. No, John's a 9 life path, and I'm a 9, and Keith was a 9, and Jason is a 6. But, I've saged the house. Deanna and I went and cleared the house. And so, yeah, he's only about money. I mean, who talks to their wife after 35, well, we've been together 35 years, but 33 years when I left there. So, no, I don't need John. I never did need John. But he gave me an easy life because I did nothing. Now, that's what he said. He said, Jason probably thinks that you had an easy life. That's what he said in our conversation. I said, easy how? Easy how did I have an easy life? And he said, well, you did nothing. I paid for everything. All you did was hike and sleep. And I paid for everything. And when you were 15, you did this. You did these drugs. You did that. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you with me when I was 15? Or was that just what I fucking said? Anyway, long story short, let me just explain. Listen to me. This has become my therapy. Thank you all so much. Yeah, I'm going to have to delete this episode again. Anyway, when I met John, he lived with his mother. It was his house. His mother moved in the back, but he sold her house and gave it to his ex-wife in the divorce. That's what he did because he had bought his mother a house, but obviously it wasn't really her house because he gave that house to the ex-wife, right? So he told his mother it was her house, but really it was his house. And he gave it to the ex-wife. So he moved his mother in, and then he decided to keep hanging out at the bars, which he's done his whole life. And she was cooking for the kids and being a support for the children. That's a good thing. Grandmas like that shit. So that was good. So when I moved in with him, his son's friend, his mom, they were all in the house. And that's fine because I like Jimmy. So that's all fine. And that was all good. That was all fine. But his family had access. They could come in and out of the doors when they wanted. His mom, she was one of the most critical people I ever met in my life. And in fact, I did not care for her critiquing. One time when John and I got in a fight, she told me all I needed to do was put on some makeup and cook his dinner. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wear my makeup, but I'm not going to cook him dinner when he's been a fuck. Okay. But anyway, that was her advice. Different generation. Having said all of that, then the drug problems with his son, all of that, this was dumped onto me. This was fucking dumped onto me. I loved his son, but still, it was not my job to pick him up out of the hospital and do that. I did that. And he did tell me, John, you can get the fuck out of the house. My mother was here first. That was said to me a lot when I said, why don't we move? Why don't we do this? When we moved, he told the children I stole his house and moved them out of their mansion. That's what he said. But it's okay. These are things that I learned. However, once again, ladies, gentlemen, I can't stop. I'm sorry. I have verbal diarrhea today. Once again, if you stay in the relationship, it's your, she was a Virgo. She was a September 3rd. She was so fucking John can listen to this all he wants. They can take this into court. This happened. This is not a secret. This happened. This happened. So it's not a secret. You know, that's so funny you mentioned that. When I got pregnant with Keith, John likes to bring up that I wanted to terminate the pregnancy with Keith, which was a consideration at the time. I did not want to be in a marriage to John at that time. I knew that this is going to be a problem. Jason was 3. We had 3 good years, but it was getting to be a problem. I wanted to go back to work. I want to have a career. These were all true sentiments of mine, both. And I didn't want to be in the marriage. So for the first little while, I gave consideration to the fact that I might not continue the pregnancy. I just thought I'll have 1 child. It'll be fine. Then I said to myself, September 3rd, I said to I know you did know it. I know you did. I said to myself, if I have this child, I'm never getting a divorce because I'm going to stay with my children. So it's extremely interesting that when I chose to leave John, Keith passed away just after that. So I wonder in the back of my mind if Keith came to work karma out so it never has to be done again. That is actually what crossed my mind. So Keith left 6-7 months after I left. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Wait, what? John ripped 2 layers of tank tops right off my body in front of his mom and sister. His mother asked me what I did to him. Okay. She's an enabler and a see you next Tuesday. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm never doing I'm not doing Virgos. Yeah, well, it's alcoholism. But I fought back, so I'm just equally as toxic. So understand that if you fight back, there's still something in it for you. So when you're going on your healing journey, you actually have to understand there's something. He called me all kinds of things when I was stripping. First, you can't be a stripper and I'm not going to marry you. Okay, he's entitled to his opinion, but I'm living with you and you met me as a stripper while you were in the strip club, which you don't want to tell people, but that's the reality of that. Oh, but it's different. It was only topless. No, it's not different because I was also dancing in non-topless. Then there's the when you're married, and I kid you the fuck not. First couple of years, John actually logged off of Pornhub to watch. After I married him, he called me a fraud. I married a stripper, and you're this. Not enough sex for him. Yes, the brass rail. I worked at the brass rail. John does have a deep hatred of women. And you know what? By the way, I said that to him. You have to hate fucking women. Although, I got to tell you, I'm not a huge fan of men half the time. Men that I would marry. But anyway, there's a counselor once said counselor, stop fighting, it's over. I think it's true, except for the physical abuse. Yeah. Once you stop fighting back, yeah, it is. I left. I don't fight back now. I just say to him, I call him, what did I call him? A douche. I said, you're a douche for what you say. Like, that's just fucking douchery. Let's see. Yeah, no, I know about the reactions. It's reactive abuse. I know what it is. But I don't care now what he says. I'm just not going, if you say something, I'm always going to say to you, yeah, that's not true. Because you're trying to throw a word spell at me. It's not true. It's going to go back to you. In other words, if you call me something and say, I did this, yeah, Keithy told me to stay with John till he dies. That's what Keith said. He goes, just go back with him till he dies. Okay, Keith, just stay in your bedroom. I don't know what to say. Anyway, yeah, no, men aren't complicated at all. But I wasn't smart enough when I was younger. Been to the brass rail runs, not my thing. Yeah, they redid it. They redid it since I was there. I was a kid when I was there. John even fools cops and judges. You're John. Yeah, no, I know. They all do. I'm pretty sure guys love throwing stuff in our faces. Well, but see, if you're bringing up shit that I did before I met you that I told you in confidence, then you're stupid. Like, what are you doing? That's what I said. I said, what the fuck are you doing? But anyway, yes, I did know about Al-Anon. I just didn't know I had such issues with people who drink excessively. Yeah, they like to put you down to elevate themselves. He acts like he doesn't see me dancing. You wait till he sees what's coming up in the next year. Fuck them all. Anyway, but I have some female friends like this too. I just don't do it. But it's not all one-sided. What you have to understand in any kind of a relationship is you should just become a lesbian. Not that people haven't tried that, but no. Excuse me. He probably has insurance on me. I did ask my lawyers to request insurance that he has on everybody because he said that about Jason. Anyway, luckily Jason got a car and gave away the motorbike. So, because it was just too dangerous. Like one son died on a motorbike and you're telling the brother of the dead son that you want him to get, you want to get life insurance on him so that when he dies and that son is agreeing with you. What is that? It's so abusive, I don't know what to say. And I told Kenna, you tell your boyfriend, meaning my son, absolutely the fuck not. Absolutely the fuck not. No, I wouldn't go back to stripping. Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he told my Jason. And Keith had just died. Oh, he's very fucking sick to say that. Very fucking sick. I don't forget that. That's a thing. And thank God Kenna knows it, and thank God Jason knows it, because Jason commented, my dad's not wrong. Yes, your dad is 1,000% wrong to say that. That is horrific to say that. You do not take insurance out on a fucking person. You don't do that. It's not an investment. You're a prick. Shouldn't Jason's child? Oh, obviously. Obviously, but John looks at he's wrong. I know he's wrong. There's no way you're going to convince me he's not wrong. Anybody who does that. I told him straight to his face. I told him, I'm going to say that. I'm going to say that straight to your face. That's what I mean. Wait, hold on. How was John with his mother? Well, John and his mother were very close because his family was divorced. However, John screamed at her like he screamed at me. I said, I don't think you liked your mother. He's like, I love my mother. So I'll take him at his word. But he sure didn't talk to her nicely. And he said it's because she's not going to control me. So that's how he justifies it. John was the only child. There are no other children that we know of. So, yeah, I've been on coast to coast. Yes. So anyway, that's what happened. Jason and Kenna. I know, right? Yo, she was part of the problem. Actions speak louder than words. Yeah. Yeah. Actions speak louder than words. That's what I said. But, again, I'm going to say this. Don't feel sorry for me. I had 2 boys. Unfortunately, due to the curse on the Bella family and the curse, the sins of the father, I am going to say that. I am going to say that. Because, let's see. I have no idea. I'm sure, I'm sure John goes to strip clubs. I'm positive he didn't stop that behavior. I wouldn't know. I could never catch him doing anything. I know he's in bars all the time. But what I'm going to say to you is, you are still, you are responsible for who you choose to marry. It's your responsibility. You have chosen to marry that person. So you are 50% at fault, whether you don't understand what it is. If you don't know yourself, buyer beware, you have done it. And I firmly fucking believe, he is a pathological liar. I firmly believe that. Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm fine, actually. The curse is real. You're not ending up with 2 dead sons if there's not something on your side of the family. And all of your children have drug issues. And I mean, like, what kind of curse? I'm not saying he did that. It's the sin 7 fathers back. So what's going on there with that? You know, I'm just asking what's going on with that. Let's see. Yeah, trying to get money from strippers. Well, you know, strippers always marry bums, right? So it's like very much us strippers, we're very needy because we come from fucked up backgrounds. So that's it. My father's side. Yeah, no, it does. The sins of generational curses. However, you know, where I will give latitude to a lot of abuse victims is that they don't understand because the person they marry isn't the person they marry. So they have not been told the truth. So they've not been told the truth. Okay? They have not been told the truth. Where can we go on our first date? Strippers are smart. Yeah. Well, no, they're not though when they make choices. Pretty much every stripper I know in the history of strippers I worked with has picked some fuck or another, somebody or another. And just because you're a functioning addict and you make money does not mean that that gives you a slide on being an addict. You are supposed to work and pay for yourself. Yeah, exactly. So it's, yeah, I don't know what to say it is. Of course, I miss my family and my son. Yeah, I don't know what to do with myself. I don't have a life outside of John. I have a life, but I don't really have a life. So when I'm a bartender and they don't choose great life partners, there you go. There you go. No, fuck no. No, as I said, red flag is being thrown up on in the first month you date. That was John. He threw up on me in the car and then proceeded to tell me somebody poisoned him. Come on now. Somebody was always fucking poisoning him. No, you drank too much. Why is someone poisoning you, you stupid fuck? I mean, did you open your mouth to them? Is that why they're poisoning you? I literally got thrown up on in the car. And I thought, oh, this is a good choice. Yeah, I am free. I know. I'm just saying that's a red flag. But see, that's something my father would do as well. You would get up in the middle of the night. My father was a very good businessman, but you would get up in the middle of the night, and when you use the bathroom, God for fucking bid you step on the floor and sit on the toilet seat. Yeah, because somebody threw up all over the place. So it's very fucking familiar. That's the problem. We need to heal the trauma. We need to heal the trauma from childhood. He was poisoning himself. Exactly. There's the kitty right there. So that's the problem. We go into relationships assuming that we are adults and that we know what we're picking. He didn't know that he was going to pick me, and I didn't know that I was going to pick him. In other words, he thought he was getting one thing, and I thought I was getting one thing. Neither one of us got what we wanted. Neither one of our needs were met, and it was a hellacious thing for 33 years. That's hilarious. Yeah, well, I accepted that. I also accepted being punched in the face and all kinds of things, not by him, by somebody else. So I did not know for some reason that I should say no to that. That's because it was okay. Hi, Katrina, also a Virgo. We were talking about Virgos. I did not understand as a child that I had the right to say, no, nothing in moderation is a problem. I did not know as a child that I had the right. I think John is possessed. You can't do that many drugs. I think he is possessed, actually, quite frankly. He mocks me when he talks about, we got to fight over God last weekend. Not a fight. But he's like, I'm not just going to believe in God just because I'm close to death. I'm like, okay, then. That's good. Yeah, I'm a super idiot is what I am. No, Jason's very psychic. John's psychic too. But no, obviously abuse. I'm talking about drinking. Somebody said don't hit. Who says abuse in moderation is okay? Who fucking said I said that? Like, are you No. Here's what I said. I said anything in moderation is okay, referring to whoever said is a drink. Don't hate me because of a drink. Duh. Abuse by definition is not okay. Duh. Yeah. I'm like, duh. Why do people say shit to me? Oh my God. Oh my God. Stop. Um, but anyway, my point is, I know who says, I don't know what to say. I'm like, what do you say to that? Thoughts on July Leo men? I don't know. I don't know. I can't think off. Let's see. No, I'm saying whatever we all, and that includes my kids. My kids were not going to pick better because they grew up in a very abusive household. So I somehow have to make amends for that. I mean, Keith is dead, so it's on Jason, but they did not grow up in a good household. It was fucking horrific for them. They had things and we did good things, but it was horrific for them because we fought too much. And so if you are doing that with your kids, you need to not do that. That is my true story. You need to not do that. You need to not do that. You need to not do it. I want to say it's abusive, even though, yeah, no, I was abusive back. I'm telling you, I was abusive. I was verbally abusive, physically. I was all kinds of things. I would jump down those stairs and go after him. You have no idea. So it's just, you have to not do that in front of your children ever. They choose you both. Wait, they chose you. Yeah, I don't know if no, but it was an abusive childhood. My kids were traumatized. Keith was traumatized. Keith was traumatized, literally traumatized. So it's definitely, I mean, Jason as well. Keith differently because he was the baby, but you have to be very careful. You cannot think it's okay to fight with your spouse. You should leave. And I'm telling you that. Yeah, no, it makes me crazy. That circular conversation makes me fucking insane. Makes me insane. John is 76. DJ, warning people is not abusive. Exactly. No, I'm saying I'm taking 50% of the responsibility because, no, here's the thing. People always say my ex was fucking crazy. They were stupid. They were, blah, blah, blah. That can all be true, but you chose them. So something in you chose them. You have to take responsibility for that. You have to. You have to take that. You just have to. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, I ruined my children. My mother was traumatized and I never blamed her. Yeah, my kids did blame me. They were very angry at me because I seemed like when you're in a partnership with somebody that sleeps down on a couch for hours. Now understand this, in 30 years of marriage, thank you for that. I'm laughing. I sound like a lunatic today. And I'm on my way to a baby shower. So I'm literally have to be at a baby shower. Okay, hold on. I never said that. I did. Yeah, I would never accept screenshots. Otherwise, oh. Yeah, okay. There you go. Michael Dade. Alessandro never would say that. I knew it. I told you I knew that. Anyway, I'm on my way to a baby shower where I'm going to sound like a psycho. But anyway, what I was going to say to you is we all pick who we do. And I chose to stay in that. The truth be told, I was very weak. I was very frightened to leave my children. I did not realize. See, when you're in a marriage and someone makes more money than you at that time, and they tell you to go get a lawyer, but they don't give you money to get a lawyer. Oh, have the lawyer bill me. You and I both know that's not going to happen. You and I both know the lawyer wants money up front. So what is it you do? What do you do? I don't know what people do. It was hard enough for me at 53 to leave. 50 fucking 3. I had the worst time trying to leave. It was terrible. So what do young women do when they get in that situation? And you can't fight in front of your kids. You cannot. You cannot. You cannot. No, nobody's arguing. Let's see, Lola, just watch them. It's hilarious. Okay. Yeah, no, my candor is probably insane. I'm really sorry, you guys, but it's true. It triggered me again today. I got triggered by threatening to be sued. I got triggered by somebody saying that my friend tried to kill my son. And I got triggered by that conversation. It all triggers me. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. The thing is The fact that we don't let people talk about what is going on, don't air your dirty laundry. Air your dirty laundry because the abuse cannot continue to happen if you speak it. Be honest with who you are. Take your culpability. Speak properly. Step up and speak what you got to speak. This actually happened. The funniest story. So here, you guys, I'm gonna do a story. So I probably told this story. Okay, so here's the story. So I was dating John. I was living with him. So it's 6 months into living with him, which was too soon. But anyway, it's 6 months and it's Christmas. No kids yet. And so his son and his daughter and the family friends and his mother, I don't think his dad was there. I don't think his dad was visiting from Canada. Anyway, everybody's at the Christmas table. So we're opening Christmas gifts. I've never forgotten this. This is a red flag, ladies. This is a fucking red flag. So I'm sitting there. I set the table. I'm dressed all cute. I'm all excited. So John's daughter is 2 months older than me, only because he was a teenage father. So at that first Christmas, be very fucking mindful of this. At this first Christmas, everybody's opening up their gifts. This daughter of his has a gift for me. So I'm excited to open it. It's wrapped in a pretty package. It's, this. So the whole table is watching and I'm opening a gift. She goes, "You can wear this to bed with my dad. You can wear this to bed with my dad. You can wear this to bed with my dad." I proceed to open the box. What's in the box? Oh, it's not a vibrator, you say. It is a garter belt, stockings, a bra, and underwear. And she's sitting there like a see you next Tuesday. So, so John says nothing. Red flag. Says fucking nothing. Nothing. Not a word. After everybody left, I took the package and thong, bra, stockings, and a garter belt. And she talks. Now, here's the thing. I'm just, this is something that I should have asked John. Why would your daughter think she would need to dress your new girlfriend in bed? How does she know what you like in bed? How does she know, John? How does she know that? Or does she know that? So John says to me, "Oh, she's just like her mother." Really? How do you know that? Well, I mean, behavior-wise. Anyhow, he never said a word. I handed him the package. I know what she tried to do. She also told the whole table I was a stripper. So that's why I'm mentioning this now. It's some 35 years later, but I will mention it because I never forgot that. That is a fucking red flag. Don't let someone's child do that to you. And if your man doesn't say, "Whoa, that's inappropriate and that is none of your business," in front of you, then you need to fucking leave. He said he gave her back the package. I know he just threw it out or whatever, gave it to his girlfriend or whatever he did. I know he never gave it back. I never said a fucking, you'd have knocked her out. I didn't know what to say because, everybody's like staring. She's so fucked up. That is fucked up. That is a red flag. It's so fucked up. You are fucked up. Anyway, apparently she's paying for his divorce in the court trial against me. So, bravo. So he says, anyway, yeah, that's how, she should have been punched out. She should have been punched the fuck out. Anyway, I did nothing. I did not have the wherewithal. I was too young to know. She was 2 months older than me, and she took the opportunity, instead of pulling her dad inside and saying, "What kind of weirdo are you that this is going on?" If she had an issue, she should have taken it up with him, not me. I didn't do anything to her. So, oh, fucking huge boundary issue. Fucking huge. Then, of course, she called me a whore in front of him. He said nothing. And when I said, "Why did you not respond to this fucking bitch saying this?" Here's what he said. Here's what he said. John, why didn't you talk to your daughter about the way she treated your new girlfriend? Because she was probably protecting me. Red flag number 3. Red flag number 3. It was so sexually egregious that this is why, I did. Oh, he's pathetically weak. He's very, very weak. Yeah, those are red flags. And I will say them to his face, to a judge, to a court. Everybody in my life knows that story, including people in his family, because I have mentioned it repeatedly. One time she came in the house, this idiot, my ex, puts the paper over his forehead as the rest of us in the living room watch her change her outfit in the living room. She's my age. Competition much? I needed protection from that. You have no idea. This is why Jimmy is dead, because he grew up in that family. So I can only imagine what was going on in his head at the time that he chose to be a drug addict. So I am telling you, those are severe red flags, but more so is the red flag is that the man doesn't say, watch it, how you speak to her. That is inappropriate. He never once. And the last thing was when Keithy was 14, Jason was 17, and Joseph was 17, Jason's friend Joseph. And I invited her and her husband and her babies. I think the babies were little, the twins. And no, she wasn't raised right. That's not right. And that happened. And if you want to challenge me on it, we can fucking say it in public over and over again. Anyway, no, it's weird. She wanted to fuck her dad or he wanted to fuck her. I don't know what went on. I have no idea what went on. I never asked. I assumed that kind of thing wasn't going on. But here's what I actually think. I actually think somebody else in the family did something. And I think there's like a curse that's gone down. They're really fucked up. Anyway, I don't know if she's jealous or just she wanted her dad. And he's a narcissist maybe, and maybe he wanted her to fight with me. I didn't let her around my kids. And, I did not let her around my kids. Like, I kept her away. She wrote on Keith's card, maybe next time I'll know you in the next life. You weren't getting around my kid. You're not going to talk to me that way and do that shit and get the fuck around my kid. After Keith died, she came to the house and was smoking pot with Jason. Who does that? John's like, yeah, they were sharing a bong. Okay, she's my age. And see you next Tuesday. Like, who does that? Anyway, I guess she does because she thinks she's fucking cool. She was calling you a stripper. Yes. Oh, a dancer. I'm sorry. I'm not a dancer. I was a stripper. But anyway, no, I never let my kids, God bless her. But here's the next red flag. We were at dinner and she literally took the opportunity at her dad's dinner to say that the mother of her brothers, bastardized. I've never let go of this. I have to let go of this. She's told me to my face in front of the table in the restaurant, I bastardized their family name. She married the gay man. I'm sorry, bisexual man. Let's be fair. He was married to her. So he's got to be bisexual. He had a boyfriend. That's a fact. For 10 or 15 years. I know the boyfriend. And he had other boyfriends. He hired men to come visit him. Allegedly. This is what I've heard. So she married him. And John says, but maybe she loved him. Well, John, we had this conversation. Who told her that loving a gay man or a bisexual man and having his kids was going to work? Where did she get the idea that marrying a wealthy man was what you do? For money. Forget everything else. No, he never put her in her place. Rent boys, thank you. That's it. Yeah, I know she's a beard. She looks like a beard, though. She has that appearance. Anyway, geez, it sounds like John is innocent. He had no part in it. Exactly. No, John literally did not stand in front of Jason or stand in front of Keith and tell Michelle to shut up. Here's what John said. I got up, I left the table, I threw $600 down for the dinner because we were at the smokehouse and they drink alcohol and I don't. I had a $15 salad, but the bill was going to be upwards of that plus the tip. So I put that down for John's dinner. And I left. And I left. And John says, I told her it was wrong, and so did her husband after you left. Oh, gee, that's nice. Yeah. Okay, red flag number 4. And that's it. So that explains, that's it. Anyway, that's all I can say. Yes, she acts like a jealous girlfriend. I don't know what happened between them. I don't know why she would do that. And I guess if she's paying for his divorce court, which is what he says. So, and John is a coward. He's a coward. He is a coward. He used to run away from me if I had an issue with him and hop the fence in the backyard and then say I was going to hurt him, so he had to run away. He might have been right. Anyway, yeah. Why do you even call me a bitch? Same thing. Yes. There you go, Jen. If the husband doesn't reprimand, but here's what I say. You will reap as you shall sow. So you will reap. However, my son died and her brother died, and she's all about the corruption of the men. So she seems to live pretty well. Yes, I think John wanted both fighting. I think so. He would just say she's crazy and all kinds of shit. That's what he would say. However, that's a red flag. It doesn't matter if it's not about her or I. It's about why the father and husband doesn't say I don't know if anything inappropriate happened. You can only surmise. You can only surmise what went on. I don't know why she'd do that. I don't know why she would do that. But yeah, we must have had a karmic debt. I know I didn't want her at my son's funeral. I know I didn't want her there. Even though it's her brother, I did tell John if she stands up and says a eulogy, I'm going to punch her out at Keith's funeral. I did say that. I said she better not speak, and you better tell her not to speak, because I will fuck her up if she speaks at my son's funeral. And she still managed to sit at the front like she was a family member, which technically she is, but she's not my friend. And she mouthed the words, I'm so sorry. She mouths the words. She was jealous of her mom. Probably she was jealous of her mom. She's jealous of everybody. She probably is crazy. I don't know. I don't know her well enough to know. But I did not want her at Keith's funeral. I did not want that. But I realized I can't do that. So I did not. And she had to crawl up all in her dad's lap at the funeral. She had to sit right by him. She had to crawl. I put Deanna between John and I because I was so aggravated. I was having a fucking nervous... I was having a nervous breakdown. So Deanna's like this. Deanna's feet are like, don't make me sit there. Deanna's like this. And she's like, no, I can't. I'm like, you will sit there. And so I sat on the other side of Deanna so that she was in between John and I because I could feel the energy and I didn't like it. So it is very disturbing. It is disturbing. It's Ryan O'Neal. Oh my God. I have called John Ryan O'Neal 7,000 fucking times. 7,000 fucking times. I'm like, you're fucking Ryan O'Neal. You're fucking Ryan O'Neal. You are Ryan the fuck O'Neal. I have said that. And he likes Ryan O'Neal, by the way. Oh, you know her name. That's interesting. She's not unloved. She's a skank. Okay? I don't care if she's unloved. We're all unloved. My kids were unloved. And you know her name. Interesting. Are you her family member? If anybody was unloved, it wasn't her, okay? But whatever it is, it was none of my business or issue. Woody Allen, too. No, he's more like Ryan O'Neal. 2 different baby mamas, and like, look at Farrah Fawcett. She died of cancer to get away from that guy. Yeah, they always try to shame you. Oh, did I tell you? No, somebody's mentioning the name. Anyway, whatever, O.J. Simpson, exactly. They said unevolved. Oh, unevolved. Okay, unevolved soul, perhaps. But, yeah, it was just, I don't even know what to say. But at that funeral, she stuck her ugly face in my face while I was trying to speak and kept mouthing the word, she's sorry. And I never heard from her again. So you're really not fucking sorry, are you? You didn't offer your help. You didn't offer your kindness. You didn't. And when I told her, because she's divorcing her husband, she was at the time. And I said to her, Tatum O'Neal is gay now. Of course she is. Her father fucked her. She admitted that in a book with Melanie Griffith, if I'm correct on that book. Anyway, yeah. No one has called me since. No one has said shit to me since. And when I mentioned in front of John that her husband was gay, John yells at me, Sloan, don't say that. I'm like, well, he lived in the marital bed with the man before he married your daughter. So whatever the fuck that is, bisexual, experimenting for 10 years, whatever, he was that. I don't care that he's that. Hear me clearly. I don't care what he is. But yeah, I call it gay. But you know, if you want to marry a woman and she wants to take payoff for that, or wants to think she loves him, or wants to think she can change him, more along those lines, you can't change a man. He's going to like it. Or maybe he's bisexual. Who am I to say? I don't know. I never fucked the guy, so I don't know. Those, how long did you last? I didn't know I had another way out. I really didn't. I didn't have any family to actually tell me. Yes, Ryan O'Neal back in the 70s. What's he in now? What is Ryan Farrah Fawcett's husband? Farrah Fawcett left Lee Majors for Ryan O'Neal. It was a 10-year experiment with dick sucking or whatever they did. I'm not here to say it. What I am here to say is those are red flags. Those are true things. Those happened. You cannot sue me for saying what happened. That shit happened in my marriage. And everybody in my fucking private life knows it because I've been blathering about it and I finally left. So that's that. And he's an Aries, exactly. But those are red flags, ladies or men. If you're with a partner that has grown-ass children who treats you and doesn't defend you like that when the children cross boundaries, inappropriate, are disgusting, are sexually perverted, okay, and sexually predatory, because that's a fucking predator. That's a predator, okay? She's a predator doing that. You're trying to, what? You think you're going to win against me? You're not going to win against me. You're not, she will not win against me because karma will come. And here's how karma comes. Karma comes in the way of balance. It's not because she did something to me or I did something to her. It's not about that. It's a balancing. So yes, she sexualized everything. Everything. I could tell you shit I heard about her brother, but I'm not going to put that up here. So karma is, no, it's also a bitch, but it's balancing. So it's the act of balancing. So I left an engagement because one of the children, one in particular in his comments. There you go, Elle, you were smart. I did not. My mother, and that's another thing. My mother told me when I was 22, after she, whatever, said that I would bore my husband. So I didn't really have backup from them. But I still chose him because it was familiar to me. It was familiar. It was familiar. I grew up in a household with covert sexual abuse. Okay? Covert sexual abuse. No, I doubt she's going to live with daddy. Maybe she will. I told him yesterday, you should go move in with her. She has all the money, so go move with her. She's paying for your court. You should have her. But when he was saying how his mother should have lived with us our whole marriage, I said, you need to go move in with your daughter. You need to do that right now. In fact, you should fucking get in a car and drive there and do that. Oh my God. Yeah, she was very, I'm sure she loved her brother, but Jimmy had all the attributes that a lot of the other family members didn't. So I think Jimmy might have been too kind, maybe. Jimmy was a kind person, and Jimmy was a nice person, and Jimmy was a sweet person, and he was very, very good looking. He was very, very good looking. So he had everything. So I'm quite sure family members probably tried to take him out and friends and all of that. I'm pretty sure that might have happened. I'm still legally married, as I said. Do you know why? Because John would like me to pay his mortgage until he dies in the house that we should be splitting, because he thinks if he lives for another 20 years, I should be paying his mortgage to live in that house because he's special and I deserve nothing in that time. Yes, I wasted my entire life. Let's see, on here now sounds like a family member. Yeah, DJ's probably... Anyway, it doesn't matter. Does John have insurance on his daughter? He should, and he should buy her a motorcycle on top of it. She should fucking drive a motorcycle without a helmet. That's what... That's okay. I don't care what they talk. Everything that I'm saying, which I shouldn't be saying publicly, but why not? Why are we not allowed to say the trauma we went through? He can talk about me if he wants to. He can say how I threw plates at his head, how I called him a fucking I called him a pedophile. I called him a fucking asshole. I called him you name it. I called him that. Okay. I slapped my kids. I called them. I went crazy in my marriage. That's very true. That's very fucking true. He doesn't get retirement because he's self-employed, but I mean, no one's self-employed unless you put away for yourself. So, yeah, go chill and have a taco. Yeah, whatever. I don't know why people care what I say. Anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah, that's what he wants. And my lawyer thinks I should agree to it because my lawyer thinks I should agree to that because, you know, I'm 55 turning 56, and why do I deserve anything? Because I'm the gold digging whore that married a man that was a drug addict person who chose not to do certain things in the marriage, and we are both culpable. And we both worked and we both paid, so I don't see what that's about. Will yeah, I don't know what the hell. I'm just not keeping it secret anymore. We're not here to judge. Oh, I'm sure I'm going to get punished for this one. Anyway, that's what happened. So when I got the call, back to the initial thing, yeah, nobody cares. I told him that. I said, but see, those were the threats I was scared of. I was really, let's see. I'm sure he intends. His parents were pretty old. His parents were pretty... oh God, I used to bang my head against the wall. I could not get out of that fucking marriage. When I finally left, like, he can annoy me, okay, but not the same way at all. Not the same way at all. Cheaper to keep them is well, it is for me because I'm now the one that's going to have to call. Wait. Yeah, it's very weird. Where's your water? It's over there. I've got to get dressed and go, y'all. I'm going to get a different lawyer, I think, if they don't agree to that. I mean, I think, I'm not letting anyone punish me anymore. He's got to have, his family's fucked up. That's why I'm saying the sins of the father. That's why his sons have died. Because of where he came from and what he refuses to say. But if you talk to him, he had a perfect childhood. And he blames his mother for his father's divorce. If I'd have been raised with my dad. Well, maybe your dad shouldn't have cheated. I'm just saying. That's what you told me. That's what your mom told me you guys, your parents broke up for. And see, they hate it when I'm public. Everybody hates it. So everybody hates it. So here's what I'm going to say, because they're going to retort. I used to make money by showing my private parts in public. My vajayjay and my boobs. Yes, I did. So now we've all got that down. That's what I did. Yes, I did. Sexually abused in childhood. Did drugs. Absolutely. There it is, all out on the table. So I am going to insist that we split the money like everybody else does. I'm not responsible because he chose to marry somebody younger. I'm not responsible. Yeah, absolutely. But I don't know what the law will say. So there's that. So anyway, I paid him to stay. Yeah, from us. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what to do. Anyway, I just literally pray that it stops with Jason. I think that that's, I think that that's already past, whatever. I try to look out for myself, but you know what? So many people say you're pretty lucky. You should take the deal. Like they think I'm some kind of skank or whatever. And I should, because he's older. So it puts me, ladies, if you marry an age difference, it puts you in a position where you look like you're a whore. That's what they think of you. You're a fucking whore, even if you're married 30 years, because he's older. So you see, it will never work out for you. It will never work out. Just walk away from the beginning. Just fucking walk away from it does not matter if you love him. Love does not matter. You should marry for love, but whatever. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't do it. I don't know if John took life insurance out on his daughter. He should have taken it out, but now she's old. She's older than me. She's 56. She's 56. Ask yourself. Just ask yourself. Figure that out. Okay, I would not, just don't date younger, don't date older, date relative, like within a decade probably. 5, 7, 8 years, don't date older. Because if you marry them, like I did when you're 21 or 2 and you move in, I was married at 24. If you do that, yes, she has twins. If you do that, you're going to be held culpable to pay his bills later on because he can just fuck off and do whatever. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Just say no. Just fucking say no. Say no. Say no. Married at 30, he was 41. That's probably reasonable. 2 decades is way too much. You're too different. 8 years, yeah, 8, that's all. That's normal within, I think probably like within a decade is normal, but yeah, I don't even know about dating. I laugh. Hey, are you going to get married again? You think you'd live with anybody? No. You going to get married? No. I even had somebody say to me, we're going to tell each other if we ever date other people. This was them trying to date me. I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I'm never going to tell you anything about anything because you're going to try to use it against me. So I will never fucking tell you shit about shit. I'm going to keep everything private. We don't need to tell people everything like that because the guy will just use it against you. Nah, no. First, you tell me. First, you. If we date, we're going to tell each other if we want to date someone else. Who in their right fucking mind would do that? Who? No. Who's going to say that? Oh, God. Yeah, well, you can do whatever you want if you're soulmates and all that. I just not doing that again. They use every fucking thing against you, and they're not going to do that. No. If I fuck 10 guys at the same time, I am never telling any of them. I'm going to do what they do. Whatever they do, I'm doing. You do that, I'm doing that. You say that, I'm saying that. You want to fucking say that to my face, I'm going to say it public. That's my new thing. You say it to me, I'm saying it on YouTube. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. I don't think it's wise to marry when you're younger, 20 to somebody in their 40s with grown kids your age. I don't think that's a smart thing to do. I do not think that's smart. I don't think it's smart. I think it puts you in a position because you are not wise enough to understand. You're not even 30. So you're not 30 yet. 34, never married. I don't feel like I need it. You probably don't. All right, you all, I have really ranted too long. Thank you. Just know that Michael Dade is not responsible for Keith's passing. Alessandro never said that, and the YouTube channel lied. I have it in writing, so they lied. So just know that. Just know that. I love you all. Thank you for listening to the nonsense. Don't marry before 30. Absolutely don't marry before 30 because you don't even know who you are. You may not intellectually have the same things. And understand, people can be good and bad. Not everybody is one thing or the other. I'm just mentioning red flags because I seem to think back and think I have these fucking red flags.